Holy crap! What was that?
What?
Did you not hear that?
Sounded fine to me.
It sounded like there was this little time difference thing. Like it was like the song started, then it started again like 2 seconds later.
Yeah, it happens for me every time I play something on StreamYard, but no one else hears it but me.
Okay.
And I think it's an internet lag thing.
I fuck it. I don't know. I don't know if you guys in the chat heard that, but it made my head go, what's going on? So.
I've ended streams because of it, because I thought it was crashing. I was like, oh shit, this isn't working. So I just turned it off. No, it was fine.
All right. So even though, guys, well, first of all, welcome to we'll call Student Dr. Ben after party. There's just the three of us for now. I've sent a message to Kate. She's joined Jen's Little Corner on her show. So she'll be over there. And I'm sure Sweet will show up eventually. Randolph will show up eventually. He's probably eating dinner right now, which is why he isn't here right now, because he's got, family and stuff,
What a nerd. He should just eat his meal before the show starts and then just fall asleep.
Like couch. You did. And then come in 40 minutes later.
I woke up, the dog was just knocked out on top of me. House was at like, the volume was on like 25, 30. It was on 50 because my girl had like laid on the remote. And I'm just like, dude, where's the remote? She's like, you have it. I was like, no, I don't. Trying to convince a sleepy person that they're on the remote might be the most difficult thing. I just had to get up and grab it because she's like, I don't have it.
So I really just need to make a drinking game for myself that every time I need to take a shot every time I go on a stream and somebody talks about House, because I think it has happened every single time I've gone on with somebody.
That it must just be serendipity, because we've been like going through like older shows. Like we went through Blacklist and Breaking Bad, like all those like really good like TV shows. Like, when's the last time when you actually watched that? And that'll be like our dinner show. And we'll just go back and just like blast through a couple episodes of a season or something like that. But
here go the gummy bears.
Oh, here we go.
It has begun. So on Amazon, they're trying to sell me this like little like Johnny Mnemonic kind of like glove thing, but it's got flashlights.
What the hell's that?
Remember that movie with Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, unfortunately.
And he had like that weird, like, it was only like 2 fingers on the glove, and he was just like doing all this shit and fucking opening shit. But on the pointer finger and on the thumb, it's got little flashlights on it.
Whoa.
Okay. I'm like, I mean, for $20, it might not be a bad idea. It might be really useful.
One of our millwrights at work has a pair of gloves like that with flashlights on the fingers and thumbs. But here we go, guys. I decided, even though I'm on the blood thinners, I'm going to have a beer anyways because it's been a week.
I'm looking the other way. Just kidding.
Hey, Sam.
Build it and they will come.
Hey, guys. Right?
Hello. All right.
And I see Sassy in the comments there. Hi, Sassy. I'm okay.
Oh, man. Oh, Sassy's here. Whoop, gotta go, guys.
Oh, good. We lost him. That's bad.
Yeah, it's as he always does. He's gone now. Let's talk about him.
Who says that? Somebody says that?
Not me.
Yeah. What are you drinking, Sam?
Strong World Dark Fruits. Nothing fancy. So,
I had an idea before the show started that we will do like almost a bottle episode of Let's take a look back at some of our favorite, greatest Neil the 604 Atheist after party moment, shall we? Coming in at number 2.
I'm sorry. I shut up, nutsack.
They're so good without context. It just means nothing. It is trippy though hearing your voice on there because I think you're interrupting it and it's weird. I got the magic in me.
I got the magic stick.
The what?
She's got the magic stick.
Oh.
I
thought she said.
Go on Twitch, peoples, with all your stuffs. Oh, and Twitch is going over really well. Tons of Mice is clipping everything you say so that we can replay it out of context.
Oh, good
This
Lord.
is a blast.
Nice. Love
This
that.
is great.
That's my favorite part about Twitch.
What have I done, people? What have I done?
Oh, I tricked you into the biggest mistake of your entire. Oh, there's so choice. So, Tons of Mice will probably
Choice.
the links to all of those things on the YouTube chat, so you can literally just click that. The day it all began.
See, now somebody's going to clip out my weird medical advice about how to grow boobs.
Yeah.
All right.
Useful, though.
Let's see.
Where
Just
did
vaguely-
who the
Just
hell
vaguely in trans femme.
who the hell clipped all these?
Tons.
Oh wow. Start calling them tons of clips.
Is Butt Chuggins. That is my birth Christian name.
No, you didn't. No. You have to make it fancy. You have to put an E after the butt.
No, that would be Butte. That's my cousin, Butte. My name is
Buster Scruggs.
My bad, Mr. Chuggins.
My name is Butt Chuggins. I don't know why. What were we talking about? What's
I
wrong
have
with us?
no idea. I don't know why our conversations lead the way they do at the best of times. Okay, so
Always ends up with butts.
It's okay. I feel like I need to bring. I had kind of an epiphany in this past year, and I mentioned this. I think it was, I don't know what show Shannon Q was hosting, but of course they get into the discussion about like the soul and all this stuff, and people trying to like pinpoint like where your soul is, and I'm sarcastic and hilarious. At least I think I'm hilarious. and so I made some comment. I was like, your soul is actually connected to the pudendal nerve, which if you don't know what the pudendal nerve is, or if you Google it, the pudendal nerve, it stimulates sexual organs. And it's the sensation from sexual organs. So I just said that, and people started Googling it, and I think that's why people say, "Oh God," when they're having sex, is because your soul is connected to the pudendal nerve. And people, for some reason, aren't buying into this like I thought they would be.
well, sure they're not good at it, especially atheists, because we don't think there are souls.
No, I think Ben's got a point. There's definitely a nerve in there with a soul attached to it.
I've just been really enjoying the fact that I get people to Google that and seeing their responses afterwards. It's quite funny. Like that's something that's really. I mean, you can Google it. You'll get pictures.
No, I'm good. No, I have not on my search results. I'm looking up power tools, flashlight, fingertip gloves, and then the pudendal nerve. No, I'm going to end up on a list again.
But the pudendal nerve does innervate I think it's the coolest muscle in the body. Well,
Damn it.
It's a muscle. It's got the coolest name. It's called the bulbospongiosis. And it's a muscle of your reproductive organs, but it's great. I just think it's the coolest name. And we would always, in my first year of medical school, whenever we didn't know what the answer was, we just say it's the bulbospongiosis because it was the most fun thing to say. But I've just enjoyed making people Google what the pudendal nerve is and what the bulbospongiosis is. And then, because people think that I am saying something really profound a lot of the time, because I will spout this science, and then turns out most of the time I'm actually trolling. So be careful. Sometimes I'm not serious.
No, I got to look it up. Because after you say something 3 times, I don't know what it is. I have to look it up.
I want this to happen. I need to know.
We'd see Mikey's reaction.
All right, let's see here.
What the dictionary definition is?
I almost spelled it right. I just missed the last S-U-S. I put S-I-S.
You're sus. Sorry.
Let's see. Trying to figure out what I'm looking at here. Trying to make heads or tails of this.
You most likely got a diagram looking straight up.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
That is your orientation.
Turn my head, maybe. No, that's not helping. No, that way. Oh, I know where that's at. I am
Yeah.
familiar with where that is.
Mhm.
It's your gooch. Oh, great cadavers. All right, this is exactly what I feared. Close window forever.
Great. Now that's going to start showing up in your ads.
Yeah, right.
Need a
This is why
cadaver?
we have incognito mode and VPNs.
Yes.
I should
Incognito
really-
mode doesn't really help you, but the VPNs, they do.
I like to invest.
If I pay for
Investment.
mine lately,
Gotta invest some time in research and all that stuff. Because it does sound like work, and I'm very opposed to that.
If you want
So-
something easy, NordVPN, I'd argue it's not the best, but it's easy.
Nord's okay.
Why would I need a VPN?
You know, when you go on like the dark web.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm boring. I don't do any of that stuff.
For when you need to look at cadavers. That's
Yeah.
obviously the issue.
Or what's it? Or the necrophilia porn.
Great.
And also,
secret.
depends in other
Yeah.
countries, but I totally don't do that.
Totally. Oh, sure. I sent Nick a link, but he shows up in the chat.
Swing and a miss.
Tons of mice keeps clipping stuff again.
That's what him do.
Cue no one being surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so.
So I made this beer. It was my first attempt. So it's not as carbonated as I would like it, but it's very, very boozy.
Oh, is it
And I'm not really mad about that.
boozy, or you mean like hoppy, or
No, it's just very boozy. Like it's very strong. There's a lot of
Oh.
alcohol in it.
oh, okay. The one I got is actually it's not 5%; it's 5.5%.
Well, you can
No,
only
you'll be
drink,
fine.
you can only drink a little bit. You have to leave a little bit in the bottom. Then we
I
thought.
won't tell anybody. It's fine.
How do I get on Twitter?
This shit's like 4%, it's a standard.
Necroporning.
Yeah, we're all giving Neil crap because of the blood thinners thing, and
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
meanwhile,
back
all
in the rain.
opinions in this chat are my own, and not the medical opinion. I'm just giving you the disclaimer there.
That's right. That's right.
We do not give medical advice here.
That's right.
I do not. I have malpractice insurance, but I have to be with my preceptor in order to get the malpractice insurance. So,
Right.
Oh, that's why. Well, I guess it's summertime now, and people are like going and doing stuff.
oh yeah, people have lives.
That's right. Unlike last
Wow.
year when nobody was going anywhere.
I've just never had a life, so I mean, I don't. Like, in all fairness, this is my first like month off that I've had since well, okay, I had last summer off, so I guess it's the first month I've had off since I started my second year of medical school. So sometimes I get on a break and I don't really know what to do with myself, and it's been a little bit weird. I actually had an appointment with my therapist because, like, I was having a lot of anxiety and burnout, and she's like, maybe you shouldn't study for 12 hours a day while you have a month off. And she's probably right about that.
Maybe rest is important for the human body.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to take a break. And so what I did, here's my solution. So when I was in high school, my plan was to actually become a band teacher. So I
Same.
learned a bunch of instruments back in school, but then I had jaw surgery and like all this stuff. So it's been a while since I've really been able to pick up instruments because I played wind and brass instruments. But I was like, you know what? I have a month off. So I got an emotional support French horn. And
That's a
it's
thing.
been fun. It is now because it's helped me, and
I
it's
suppose-
been great.
Yeah, I suppose anything that makes you feel better could be an emotional support insert object here or person,
Right,
or whatever.
and music is great, and I'd always loved playing music, and the French horn was an instrument that I borrowed from a friend at one point, but never really got to spend a whole lot of time with because they're so expensive. Like a
They are.
decent, like beginner French horn is like $1,000.
Oh, I know they're
minimum.
not cheap.
So I'm renting one now. But I was like, you know what? I just need to play because I wanted to put more time into it. So we got one, and it's been great. Although I live in an apartment complex, so I don't know how my neighbors feel about it. Although one of them plays the bass really loud at night, so I'm like, you know what? Sucks to suck, dude. Like
You can get a silent horn system, which is very cool.
I did. Yeah, those are really expensive. I ended up I got a practice mute, which aren't great because they change like
Your pressure.
the quality of the sound. And like if I'm gonna play a French horn, like I want to hear the beautiful French horn.
At least
And
you're
like
not
we
learning violin.
yeah.
Uh,
And we all know that like French horn has two volumes. You have forte and blastissimo. So I
Always
Obviously.
play a blastissimo.
yeah,
I mean,
always play blastissimo.
As a trumpeter, that's cute French horns. That's really cute. You're not even
I
facing the
actually-
right. You're not even
I play
facing the right
trumpet, too.
directions.
I played the trumpet in jazz band.
I played trumpet too.
Yeah.
So they have like $50 like they're plastic horns. They don't sound
Yeah.
bad. They don't sound
They sound
Terrible.
good.
especially for like $60.
Mhm.
Like it's hard to beat the price. I was like, dude, I can go get out and get another mouthpiece, spend $50 on a mouthpiece, get a $60 horn, have a little trumpet hanging around the house.
Yeah, I just don't know how seriously I could take myself with a plastic horn.
Hey, it's
But maybe I'm just too pompous and bougie for that.
you and your French horn.
With me,
Yeah,
with my
yeah.
French horn, yeah.
Expensive French horn there. Eh?
God, I really need to crack my flute back out at some point.
What's with all? You guys went to band camp, didn't you?
I did go to band camp. I was the drum major of my marching band.
Oh, you're one of
Nice.
them.
I was one of them.
They wanted me to do it, but I was like, I really just prefer making fucking shitty jokes with my idiot friends instead of being responsible. Like,
No,
you
I'm
can't
so
make-
type A. I was like, I'm going to be drum major, and I did it. But it was so funny. I went to drum major camp. So I went to regular band
Mhm.
camp, and I went to drum major camp. But at drum major camp, or like, and this is so true of my family. Like, my family is also very type A, and it's like you have your parents in the stands, and they're like talking to the parents, like, yeah. So I heard little Susie is the first chair clarinet this year. And then the parent was like, yeah, she's doing great. Like, well, yeah, because there's a vacancy because my kid's the drum major. Totally how my family is. Totally.
So it's about what I thought it was. The silent horn system from Yamaha is $215.
Yeah, I ain't got that kind of money.
Yeah, that's. But you can. But it's
Well,
the
they
best.
see it coming.
But it's better. It's like
Yeah.
the best kind of like you can play and still get the same freedom of air or as close to it as possible, and then have that go right into your headphones and no one can really hear it. So
Yeah, if I were to be like a professional horn player who needed to practice that much, I would totally be an awesome investment.
Right.
But since I sold my soul to the army for medical school, I should probably. And I say this like as if I've ever prioritized anything correctly. Like, so again, I had no idea for the longest time that I was a dude. But then I move into my own apartment, and like the only things I have a mattress on the floor, I
Check.
have a gaming PC and a
Check.
gaming chair and a wrestling mat. And
Check
that's
out.
it.
What's in the
Yeah.
fridge?
So in the fridge, there was a lot of beer. That's mostly gone.
Checks out.
I did buy. I have a lot of meat in my freezer because I buy it when it's like short dated and then I freeze it.
God.
But
Wait. Oh, shit. That's not it.
I relate to that.
Everybody hide.
Oh shit, Russ is here.
Oh, Ross is in. Bloody potted plant.
Potted plant.
Yeah, Ross is a bacon plant.
Oh, yeah. I dropped my new toy, by the way. I got a new toy.
Oh, okay. Didn't know this is that kind of show.
No, it's just
Gotcha.
little UFO, little spinner thing.
that's not what we were expecting.
No.
Like,
but
man, if you're gonna hype it up, like you gotta.
Well, hold on. Watch this. You can hit it with a little light and it glows. Except you can't really tell because.
I mean, I can tell.
Yeah,
Oh,
see?
wow.
Look at that.
There was
Anyway, it's not that exciting. Shut
I
up.
went to a friend's like Christmas party, and we were at like their uncle's house, and he's got like all this land out back.
Like you have friends.
I hate you. But he had balls to throw for the
Me
dogs.
too. Oh no.
I was trying to finish that as quickly as possible.
That's gonna get clipped out.
And then he had like a little light, like super powerful flashlight thing, and he was just like juice up the ball a little bit and then just fling it, and it would glow in the dark because the dogs wanted to play all night, but he'd throw the ball and then they just come back sad. Like, I don't know where it is.
Okay, so speaking of things that glow in the dark.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I was in my freshman biology class, and we had to come up with something cool that we could do theoretically to genetically modify something to have a function. And if it weren't for pesky ethics, it would be so easy to make a glow-in-the-dark baby.
Would you lose them in the dark?
Down ethics boards.
Yeah, you'd get shut down by medical ethics, and then also, like, I mean, you're ruining that poor kid's life because they can no longer play hide and seek in the dark. So, like, what's that kid gonna do? But I mean,
Get eaten by night predators. The owls will get them.
You know what I want? You know the same the pigmentation that octopi have, or octopuses, or octopods, or whatever you want to call them.
I think they're all right.
They are to some degree. I kind of want like how they can change their look and texture. Yeah, the texture, the color, everything. So you could literally be like, you could just blend in anything. You could be standing up against a wall and no one would see you. Well, they'd see your clothing, but
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on, Neil. Then we'd have to be naked all the time.
well, there's that. And yeah, I never
what-
really think this through, did I?
Oh, wait a minute. We wouldn't be naked. We'd just make our skin look like clothes.
There you go. I wonder what gene we tag that onto is the question. Because I think if I were going with a glow-in-the-dark gene, like we could just go standard actin gene. But then if we were to do something where you could blend in with your surroundings, I don't know how we'd integrate that within the genome to make it work. I'd have to think about that.
Just dunk them. Dunk them in paint. Glow-in-the-dark paint.
There you go.
Problem solved.
Written bioluminescent algae.
Yeah. So
Yes.
what do you like weed, Sassy?
It's yeah, what the hell? This is just lies and myths, truths.
And I just saw the other. Congratulations, she's on losing weight, so that's fantastic.
Me too.
Good for you.
Finally.
Oh, I've not set up my soundboard yet, so I can't just randomly make the coins noises at will.
Oh no!
That would be hilarious.
That's like going to the basketball game with your own whistle. They will put you out for that. I'll call the files that I see. You call the ones that you see.
Fouls. What's this foul stuff? Oh,
And
basketball. Right.
You know, the good sport.
I don't know. No, that's hockey.
Is there any hockey
Wait,
going
good
on?
sport?
Oh, basketball is a bunch of guys running around the court making all the squeaky noises with their shoes.
That's how you know the floor is clean.
It's like, I don't want to listen to this. It drives me
See,
nuts.
I do a fun sport where we put on funny pajamas and then choke each other unconscious. So, like, I don't know what y'all are doing, but you're missing out.
BJJ?
Yeah.
There we go. I was like,
Yeah, there you go.
The funny pajama. There were so many wrong answers before that right one came to my head.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not getting into the choking thing.
Nope.
Kinky.
It's not gay, Mom. It's so funny the amount of guys that come into the gym and try to just like make excuses as to why jujitsu isn't gay, as if like
why jujitsu?
As if it's a bad
gay?
thing. Yeah.
I didn't think it was. What? That doesn't even make sense.
Is it?
It's a martial art.
It's not. I mean, like it's people because of the weird positions you end up in sometimes.
Try judo.
Yeah, judo's like that too, and we cross train a lot of judo too. Like I guess because people, that's awesome. But like some of the positions you end up in, people, I don't know, toxic masculinity. They feel the need to defend the fact that they are sweating on the floor with a bunch of dudes.
Grappling. Foot
Wrestling.
dominance.
Wrestling.
Trying to top mount each other.
Couch potatoing.
Couch potatoing. I've been doing a lot of that recently because of my stress fractures.
What was that? Just from like the walking? Just the sheer amounts of movement?
It was sprinting in the army that did it.
Mm.
But it sucked because like the one thing that like I want to do whenever I'm experiencing gender dysphoria is to deadlift. Like if there's one thing in my brain that's like, I feel like a man, it is deadlifting a lot of weight. And I can't do that because I have stress fractures. So we've just been doing a lot of chest and arms and abs and it's fine, but that's not the same.
That moment where someone else mentions dysphoria and then you're like, oh shit, I haven't shaved in 2 days.
I mean, you could just do the deadlifting anyway, but then you might Conor McGregor it. Just a snappage. Did you see that, Neil? The little Irish prick Conor McGregor was in another fight, and
oh yeah, I heard about it. I didn't see it.
Ooh,
but she's a terrible human, so
I kind of laughed.
Oh, he's a
that it was broken.
Yeah, he's an awful person.
Garbage bag.
We got a hooah in the
Yeah, saw that. Whoa, soldier.
heck yeah.
Yes, I am. I am easily entertained. That is not a lie. You're talking about the guy who used to catch flies or bees and catch bees, and you put them in the freezer for like 5 minutes while you find your dental floss, and then you bring them out and they're still sort of not conscious yet, and you tie the little piece of dental floss around one of their legs. You get like bee or a fly on a string, and you can walk it around. Yeah, it didn't really realize what's going on. Most of the time, they eventually wiggle their legs enough that they come right out of the stupid thing because I don't want to hurt them, right? So I'm trying to tie it up as tight as I can without the bee going, hey, but bee on a leash, it's called, and you could walk around with a bee on a little piece of dental floss about yay long, yeah. Or if you don't want to hold it because you think they might like swing back and sting you, which never happens, by the way. You can put the other end around a little thumbtack and stick the thumbtack, and you can watch it go around like a little plane, which is kind of fun. Bee on a leash. Don't put them in there for more than like 10 minutes, though. Don't leave them in there for that long. You can put them in there for like 5 minutes, and they'll come to again. But it'll take them a few minutes. But that gives you the leash time. Don't put it around their neck.
Unleash the bee.
Yeah.
Where is Bee?
I don't know. Bee popped on Tuesday.
Has Bee been around recently? Not seen Bee in a hot minute.
Yeah, she was on the stream on Tuesday with us. You haven't been on here for a little while, Sam.
Yes, Sam. Looking
Look at
at
the hair.
you.
Your hair just
Yeah.
keeps getting longer and longer. You're gonna give me a run for my money pretty soon.
Yeah, give it a bit. I'll be competing with you and Aaron.
Yeah, because I want to say, like, winter, your hair was like shoulder length.
Oh god, you should have seen it a year ago. Short.
You know, mine's getting a little bit long too.
Yeah, hippie. Come on, you got to deal with it.
Yeah. My hair is always hidden, so everyone assumes I have no hair. And that's fun.
No. Mikey's got hair.
And that's fun for me.
Mikey's hair could be registered as a weapon if he wanted to.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of legal mumbo jumbo to deal with, so I can't be bothered. So in the Army, are you on base or no?
I'm not currently. I'm technically reserves most of the time, and except for I get 45 days of active duty training every year. So I use that for my training this year, and then when I do my audition rotations, like when I'm working on getting into residency, I'll do some more of those at Army hospitals. But I was on base this summer for my training, but then I'm off base now.
I was about to say, what's it like living on base? But I guess
I'm
you were
always
there
off
for.
base.
During training, it was interesting living on base. I will never miss the sound of the intercom going off at 4 a.m. like, attention, Ahmed, and then it's ridiculous.
I couldn't.
I get up at 4 a.m. every day. Almost.
It's gross. It's gross.
Well, I have to. I start at 5. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to start doing early mornings too.
I refuse.
You can't use
free round.
Early morning you speak of.
I know. For you, Sam, it's still late night.
Yeah, 3 a.m.
Is it 3 there now?
Yeah, 20 past 3.
Oh, wow. I remember doing that.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, this is what I get for dating a Texan. End up staying up super late.
I don't know how you can keep up with the long-distance relationships. I tried that a few times, and ultimately it just...
Honestly, polyamory kind of changes things up a bit.
Fair enough, but how so?
Because I have my relationship with my boyfriend who lives in Texas, but then equally, in terms of a lot of the time, people's thing with it is like the part of the thing they struggle with long distance is the lack of physical intimacy.
Right.
But I have a girlfriend who lives 45 minutes away.
Okay.
And a non-binary partner. And it's weird.
Where do they live?
A non-binary partner, a boyfriend, and a girlfriend who live about an hour away.
Okay.
But they have DID, so that gets complicated.
Now, the question is, do all of them know that you're in these relationships? I'm assuming they do.
They all like know each other's names and shit.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I think I introduced my boyfriend and my non-binary partner the other day.
Very good.
This is going to be one of those things where it's going to be like the 6 degrees of Sam chaos, where everyone's probably already in a relationship with Sam. You haven't realized it yet.
In my defense, I only have 6 partners.
I'll be right back, folks. I just got to do a little bathroom break. So
yeah, I was actually just gonna say I have the bladder of a goldfish. So
me too. So I'll be right back.
I wonder if do they have small bladders? I imagine so.
You guys just gonna leave me with Mikey then?
And now we can upset the God King and launch our rebellion.
Nothing can stop us now.
Time zones. That'll probably be the one thing that stops us from taking over the internet. Time zones.
Yeah, we can take over Neil's channel now. Awesome thing.
Oh, here we go. Here's a delightful little nugget from Miss Sassy. My boyfriend and I are sort of in a long-distance relationship. We live almost 2 hours away from each other.
Fair. I mean, long distance is relative, I guess. I don't really consider any of my relationships in the UK long distance because I'm also dating someone on a different continent. But perspective is weird.
Yeah. Because I think when I moved from St. Louis back up to Chicago, I was already dating somebody when I moved, and then we like tried it, and I was like, "Yes, this is a no go there, Niner. I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's too strange. It's weird." And then it becomes very tempting to see everybody walking past you in relationships, and I'm like, I have sort of that, technically, by some standards. Did you watch Loki by chance?
Not yet, no. I am way behind on Marvel shit.
Oh man. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. It is probably, well, some people are saying like it's kind of like iffy, but maybe it's just Tom Hiddleston, Higglesworth, Loki's name, Loki's real name. I think he's just really good at acting. I think this might be some of the best acting I've seen in like the Marvel, the MCU.
Oh yeah, Tom Hiddleston is a fantastic actor.
Yeah. Russ, what are you doing? Get in here.
Why isn't there a potted plant in bloody Torben? Damn it, Ross.
Your plot is revealed. All right, let me get Russ the link. And if anybody else needs links, just shoot me a DM or something like that. B said, give her a second. Where is this frustrated weird person? All right, there you go. Link sent, you big crybaby. Now get in here because I asked you too nicely. See, this is why she's not here. This is why she's not here.
I have mixed feelings about Loki as a character. Like, much as I appreciate the character as an individual character, as a representation of Loki, it irks me mildly.
That's
one of those. I'm too like pagan for this shit, and I know far too much mythology to go. This is an accurate representation of Loki.
Ben, have you been keeping up with like the Marvel series and stuff that has come out recently?
No, honestly, like the superhero stuff, I'm not like super into most of the time.
What are you guys watching? Anything? What's on your binge list? What have you been catching up on?
I like true crime, everything. So I watch like a lot of documentaries about like murders and shit. Like, nice. I know it's terrible.
I may have to poke you for recommendations on that because I'm not super into true crime, but one of my partners is, and I never know what to put on.
Yeah, trying to think. Like, there's some interesting ones on Netflix. Like, I haven't even finished this one yet, but there's this interesting documentary about a woman who's on death row in Texas. But it's like there's so many questions about like if she did the crime or like was the jury biased and stuff. And I can give you recommendations.
Yeah,
after the show or something.
I was gonna say I might have to DM you on Twitter afterwards or some shit.
Yeah. Most of what I watch are like documentaries and stuff because I don't know. Like sometimes the overly dramatized stuff like isn't as appealing to me, whereas like somebody who really did some weird shit is like, I don't know, it's a bit more interesting. And it's weird to say this, but like some days when I'm having a really bad day, it's like, oh, I didn't do as well on an exam or something. Well, at least I'm not like on trial for murder. I don't know, it just makes you think twice about your life.
At least I didn't get caught.
Yeah. Or like I didn't get murdered today.
Serial is a really good podcast if you're not really like into that genre. It's a good primer for sure. It's called Serial, and that's about a Adnan Syed case out of Baltimore.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of interesting cases going on right now that are still pending trial that I'm excited to see more things down the road with those.
Yeah, I can't watch the shows or When They See Us. If you want to watch that on Netflix, that's one of those things where like I've seen it twice now, and it might be another year or so before I watch because it is so heavy about the Central Park Five.
I'll be completely honest. What I've been watching at the moment is just anime and Good Omens.
And
Fair enough.
I found some really good anime recently. HBO has been hitting it out of the park with this Crunchyroll thing. What have you been watching on anime side of things, Sam?
Just finished rewatching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood because it's one of my comfort shows.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And I have not technically an anime, but I've also just finished binge watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Next on my list is AOT.
Yes.
AOT. What's AOT?
Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I keep fucking getting stuck in between seasons. It took me like 3 years to get from season 1 to 2 because it was like I started 2 and I was like, I forgot some stuff. Let me go back. I'm now getting into 3 to 4 and it's taking me months and I can't figure out why. I love the show. I just can't consistently watch it. Something wrong with me. Tower of God and God of High School were recommended to me by Outcast X. They're both amazing, and they're out of Korea as opposed to Japan. So
nice.
The art's a little bit different, but it's a good different. I was like, ooh, this is awakening something inside me. I'm a fan.
People keep recommending. I forget the Japanese name, Future Diary, to me, but I just can't get into it when I've tried.
Yeah, that's like One Piece or Bleach. Like, sorry guys, there's 3,000 episodes out. You're telling me to start at 1. This wasn't great. You guys watched it anyway, so you got past the rough patch. I can't watch 10 years of bad before I get to the shit that you're talking about. Like, I can't.
Mirai Nikki, that was it.
Mirai Nikki. Getting some bookmarks tonight. And in the chat, what are you guys watching out there? Oh, I seldom agree with Russ, but Cowboy Bebop is 100%.
Cowboy Bebop is good.
100% all-time classic. And Samurai, it's Champloo, not Champloo. This weirdo.
But also, so whenever I'm branching out and not watching anything true crime related, RuPaul's Drag Race is a huge hit with me. So, I mean, anyone watching All Stars right now?
I can't.
Anybody?
Do it. No.
No.
My girl would probably like it.
I'm too gay for this group right now.
I think the thing is, I am the queerest bastard, but I don't consume that much like media that's supposed to be aimed at queer people.
Fair enough. I just like drag a lot, like, and especially the drama on Drag Race. There's just something so sassy about some Drag Race drama.
If I wanted drama, I'd open up the bloody group chats that keep blowing up.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's so much drama on YouTube. I'm just like,
It's what Twitter's for. Twitter's for drama.
Yeah. Twitter is for screaming into the void and then waiting for people to get upset.
And it was looking at me like, hey, what's your take on this? I was like, my take is beer is good and see you later. Like, I just said I didn't read it.
Just wait until I express to my family that I'm non-binary. For frame of reference, by the way, Ben, my family's Pentecostal,
All right. That's
so
yeah.
not fun.
Mhm. Yeah, my family's pretty evangelical, and they don't know I'm trans. So
Fair. I say recently, about a year ago, but pandemic got in the way. Came out to my immediate family, and then, but yeah, they're not gonna like the fact that the person they thought was a good Christian boy is in fact a queer, non-binary, neurodivergent pagan.
there you go. Yeah, I started tea on Monday. So
Oh, nice.
yeah. So basically I'm taking the approach of I'm gonna grow a beard, and this is my voice like before testosterone has hit. And it's already kind of on the low end for like a typical female voice. So I'm hoping that we drop down to a bass. That'd be awesome. But my plan is to grow a beard and to end up visiting my family with a deep voice and be like, sup, and see how they handle it.
Excellent. See, I'm gonna mention to my family that I'm non-binary because I've had a name change and I've done the stereotypical picked a noun for a name.
Fair enough.
But I'm not gonna mention the whole medically transitioning thing unless someone asks. So at some point, I'm gonna show up with cleavage to some sort of family event, and everyone's gonna be confused.
I'm out of my depth. Like, my voice sucks. It's just middle of the middle, flat, fucking nasally sucks. So I hope you get a good voice because I did not get one.
Yeah, I'm a singer, so I hope I drop a little bit.
Same.
Because I already hit notes I shouldn't be able to hit with this pre-T voice. But hopefully it'll drop even more.
What kind of music?
Mostly musical theater, sea shanties, the like.
Oh, sea shanties.
Or love me some sea shanties. Like
I'm a
once
shit
that,
singer, but I'm partial to a good sea shanty.
yeah, like once those hit TikTok, it was like my world opened up because I'm like, I can do this. Like this is a trend I can get behind because sea shanties, there's just something powerful about them. Apparently I'm canceled though, so
don't listen to Russ. He doesn't hold the cancel switch.
Yeah,
he's got the remote, but there's no batteries in it. He likes to think he's playing along. Oh, hello, Neil.
Musical Squares.
welcome back.
Did I hear somebody got canceled?
Yeah, I'm getting canceled because I don't like superhero movies.
It's
not that I don't like them. It's not that I don't like them. It's just that it's not. If I had to pick something to watch, it's not going to be a superhero movie. And I've already expressed that, like, I don't even like things that are super, like, overly dramatized anyway. So it's going to be a documentary that I pick to watch, and usually a very violent and bloody documentary.
I like documentaries.
They're great. Love them.
Honestly, especially if it's a topic I'm very, very much interested in, I'll watch that over a superhero movie or a sci-fi or anything. Because if it's something that I want to learn, I will watch that.
Oh, absolutely. Mine are mostly true crime. So just violent stories.
I used to collect just about everything. And I found in a shop downtown here a collector card series of serial killers and famous mobsters.
What?
So, there was one set, and there was broken into two, where you had the mobsters and then you had the serial killers, and they even had this. This is what sold me on the series. They had this serial killer from my neck of the woods before the whole what's his name, the pig killer guy, or Willie Picton, who would have all the, you call up hookers or whatever, bring them over, and then he'd chop them up and feed them to his pigs. Yeah. But we had yep, that's right. He was just in probably 1, 2, 3 cities away from me. But and I saw the guy once too, not Willie, but the other guy. His name is Clifford Robert Olson. He actually kidnapped and killed a friend of mine.
Oh.
So, yeah. And so that one was like close to home. So I picked that one. They had like Casey, the Zodiac Killer, who they still don't know who the hell it is. What's up, X? Green River Killer. They had when they still don't know who the Green River Killer is either. And a bunch of them. Son of Sam.
It entertains me that they still don't know who Jack the Ripper was, even though we all call him Jack.
They have. They have. I watched a recent documentary on all the clues and some new stuff that kind of fizzled up, and they think they may know who it is, but at this point in time, it doesn't matter really. It's just more of a curiosity killer
from when it happened.
Yeah, but they were able to piece it together that it was one of these guys that walks around selling meat. Right, and he one of his I can't remember how it went, but one of his customers was a dentist and gave him sharp tools and stuff. So, yeah,
I mean,
Jesus,
my home state has its fair share of murder cases now. Like I'm living in Arizona for school, but I'm from Colorado, and Colorado has had so many murder cases recently. Like we had Chris Watts.
Legal weed.
Oh yeah, and legal weed. That's like the least of our worries right now. I mean, I'm in favor of that. But we Chris Watts. We have actually my city has I don't know if any of you are following the Letitia Stout case. That's in my hometown. She's allegedly murdered her stepson, and it's such a weird case, and she was trying to like proceed pro se, like as like representing herself, but I think now she has an attorney again. It's weird. But then I think there's another murder case going on right now, like where somebody got lost on a trail, and now the husband is like prime suspect, and so Colorado's not looking too great right now.
Well, if any of that, what show might pique your... Did you watch Breaking Bad?
I watched a little bit, but not much.
It's like...
Yeah, I couldn't get into it either.
It's... You gotta... the middle seasons are kind of strange. But Better Call Saul is kind of... It takes a lot more legal...
Yeah.
Takes a more legal ambiguity, as opposed to like the drug morality ambiguity. It's so fucking good. And that's another show where the acting is just insanely impressive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, damn, I didn't know this dude was this fucking good at this.
Yeah.
I keep having Criminal Minds recommended to me by my girlfriends. And it's just like...
It's good. It's pretty good.
Fair. And I've started like watching the occasional episode of NCIS with my dad. Because...
That's a fun one.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so all of these people seem relatively fine, but Abby Shuto is the sort of person I'd like actively want to drink a coffee with.
Yeah, but he's buying. Neil, are you caught up on Loki?
Oh,
They didn't
Season
watch
finale.
Loki.
Season finale.
So what'd you think? I mean, without us giving away too many spoilers for everybody who might be a couple days behind.
What do I think? I think that the ending opens up a whole shitstorm of stuff that could be coming up.
Oh, it's just, I was like...
Spoiler alert, if you missed the episode, I think it was either the last one or the one before last, where they kind of pan and you see Frog Thor in a jar.
Yeah.
And actually, Hemsworth did the voice for it.
For
that one little word he said.
I had to freeze frame it and like run it back. I was like, "Did you see that?"
Yeah.
She's like, "What?" I was like, "No. We're going back." And I was like, you fuck around, you fucking go forward, then you go too far, and it was like it was going into the group of people's underground thing, and he's in that dirt of whatever.
They show him in there, and he's in the jar. And he just kind of puts a hand up or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did the same thing, right? And he's even got his little hammer, which is awesome. Oh shit. Oh yeah. I didn't know what to, when they said, oh, we're going to do a Loki show. I'm like, what are they going to do? I guess there's like a gazillion storylines they could use, but this was something that was really cool, the way they did it.
And I think it ties into Doctor Strange's movie that's coming up.
It absolutely does. There's even little Easter eggs in it that you'll find out about when Doctor Strange comes out.
Good times.
All right, sorry, folks. We won't bother you or bug you with the superhero. Or actually, Loki's a bad guy, technically.
Yeah. The villain's always the hero of their own story.
Well, yeah. Well, we are all the heroes of our own story.
Not me. I laughed one time and they're like, you sound like a villain. I was like, that tracks.
I'm the random character that like gives side quests. I've decided at this point.
Side quests.
I'm like a minor quest giver, not like the main story quest giver, just a random annoying one.
Okay.
I'm just one for like that you can just farm for XP at the beginning of the game. Not terribly important to the whole thing, but I can help.
Yeah. You never caught me. Fuck, I haven't had a beer in like a little over a week, and this one's just going down way too easy.
It
Feels
takes-
good, doesn't it?
Honestly, I don't really feel any different.
I've switched to bourbon, so
There
Did
go.
you? Well, I've still got some of the Macallan.
oh
12.
nice.
Nice scotch here, but
No,
Yeah, I'm bored. So
no Macau.
see that stuff I shouldn't be touching until
No.
I'm off of these blood thinners. I mean, I could probably have a little snifter. I'd be fine once my body's fully adapted to being on the blood thinners. But right now, having the occasional beer is about the most I'm going to do.
yeah, I picked up mixology as a hobby, so I kind of have fun.
Nice. That's all right. So you need to move near here, Ben, so you could like do all the parties and stuff like that, and
Oh,
watch
hell
you
yeah.
working with the shakers and the little, the
Yeah,
whole
every
mixology
party
thing.
that we've had, and we haven't had a whole lot of get-togethers since COVID, but our last like Friendsgiving that we had in 2019 in my first year of med school, like all the med students, we got together, and of course I was in charge of drinks, so it was a good time. And I go hard on those drinks.
But yeah,
Yeah, like it's.
has anyone
it's
ever given you one that you hadn't heard of, and you had to look it up?
occasionally, yeah, because what I end up doing often I make up my own drinks. And so I just I let it be just an extension of my creativity, like whatever I can come up with. So there's been some fun stuff that I've been able to do.
Right on. So give us an example of one you came up with.
One of my favorite ones, and this probably isn't super original, but it was a Christmas party, and so it was like gin and cranberry, and I forgot what else I put in it. But then I took rosemary and I smoked it. So I lit it and I smoked the glass with rosemary. And it smelled like it was like a Christmas tree, because that's what I wanted out of it, was like this Christmas drink, like the cranberry and the Christmas tree kind of flavor, and it worked out really well. I liked it.
Toss a little nutmeg in there and
Yeah,
ground up a couple of elves. Throw
yeah. Throw the elves in there. Throw Santa in there. Throw everybody in there.
What you got? What you do?
Snowman in the water.
You take the elf ear, you cut it, and then you run it around the edge of the glass, and then you chop it on the side.
Give it a little dig, and then
I need to,
like a lemon wedge.
yeah, I need to try that next time.
You just run it around the edge of the glass.
You could probably find gummies. Like I will guarantee
Elf
you can
ears.
find gummy Spock ears somewhere. And
Yeah.
there's your elf ear, just
Yeah.
like that. Just put a little nick in it and put a little fake blood on it and stick it on the end of the glass. That'd be awesome.
That'd be hilarious.
What's
I
that
bet I
drink
could find
called?
some, especially around Halloween
Bloody
time.
ear.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh, they're just trying to say, I want to eat.
See, you got X all worked up. Give me that hard gin.
Gin. Okay, so here's the getting to know you question of the night.
Okay.
Getting to
Okay.
know you.
Based on your personality, if you were any type of hard liquor, what would you be and why?
If I was
That's
any
good.
type of hard liquor.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
That's what she said.
Wild turkey?
Oh. Rough.
Yeah. Because I'm kind of a wild turkey. X is like Zima. it's not a hard alcohol though. Well, I guess no, it's not. It doesn't count. It's got to be like a brand of vodka or a brand of gin or a brand of rum or
and if you don't,
Kraken.
yeah, and if you don't know like the specific brand, like even if you just said like a genre of alcohol, that'd be fine too.
Doomed for Knob Creek.
Knob Creek's a good whiskey.
Wild Turkey 101, yeah.
Oof.
Whiskey, Tia Maria, and milk? Ugh. That sounds like a curdle party in your belly.
Oh, no thanks. I'm over here.
Cinnamon whiskey. Oh, hey, B's here. How come we haven't sent B a link?
B already has a link.
Oh,
Get in here.
Hey.
go away to poop for 2 seconds and everything.
I did it. I sent it when we started because I figured B would be stopping by maybe a little bit later, and I didn't want to get yelled at for not sending it, so I preemptively sent it.
Yelled at.
Ooh, you got a good Uzo in the chat.
Uzo.
What is that?
Fuck. I hate that shit. I hate Uzo.
I love Uzo. Love
What
it.
is
Ugh, I don't know. Made
It's
me
like-
gag.
It's like made out of anise, like star anise.
Oh, so it's like licorice taste?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
fuck
delicious.
that. No.
I like actual licorice. I like the little salted fucking licorices that they give you from like Denmark and Germany and stuff.
Fair enough. I'm a human trash can, so like I can't even be picky.
It's like oh, Malort.
I used to be.
Like, what
I
the
used
fuck is the point of Malort? Have you ever had Malort?
I have not.
Okay, it's this. It literally tastes like turpentine or some sort of weird bleach chemical, and it's become this thing in Chicagoland, and now it's spreading like fucking coronavirus. That it is just everybody.
like the Delta version.
Yeah, the Delta variant. It's just everyone is starting to like fall in love with Malort. It's literally nasty on purpose, and people are just acting like it tastes good. It doesn't. It's
No, they're not.
horrible.
I need to try it then because like here's the thing. Here's the thing people don't understand. So like we've got our debates out there. Like love my transatlantic ladies and their Mayo debate, but I joined the fucking army. Like I can
Everything
eat
has
whatever
mayo.
you throw in front of me. I don't give a fuck. Like just if it's edible, it's edible. Like sure, there are tiers for like what I'd prefer to eat, but like if I ate MREs like every day for like a month and I lived. I'm fine. Like we'll be okay.
Well, X says it's the Malort is basically the fish sauce if it was a liquor.
Yeah, dude. And it. I know it's a joke drink, but they're buying it.
No thanks.
They say it's a joke drink, but they're kind of like buying it now, X, as if it's like something.
People trend shit, man. It's trendy shit.
Yeah,
So
they're
there's
just
nothing
like
to it.
they're trying to make it a thing.
Like the hipster thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hipster booze.
I think if I
Hashtag
oh
peer-
hey.
Howdy.
Hi, Ben. Nice to meet you.
What's up? Nice to meet you too.
Cool. How is everybody?
Somebody in the chat in their eggs MRE. I don't think I've had an eggs MRE. I do know some of the breakfast ones are nasty, but I'll still eat them.
I can personally tell you that in the really late 80s and early 90s that it was like styrofoam. It was like the styrofoam they used to put in like the headrests in your car kind of styrofoam. And you would like, they give you one little thing of salt and one little thing of pepper and you had to decide what to put it on. And it was never enough to make it taste better. and they never give you hot sauce or anything. And then you got like a little crappy fucking brownie. Sometimes you get the coffee was instant, and they gave you 1 pack of sugar. Look at this shit tastes nasty,
they still
dude.
do that. They still do that part.
Oh,
but
do they?
at least now, like, I mean, you get your vegetable cracker and your jalapeno cheese, and like the jalapeno cheese spread is like money. It's money.
God,
like imagine
spoiled.
like imagine like Cheese Whiz, but like jalapeno flavor. And sometimes you get regular flavor, and it's okay. But like jalapeno it's where it's at. There's actually one where I got bacon flavor. It wasn't as good as jalapeno, but it was still like for an
Bite your
MRE.
tongue.
For an MRE,
Bacon flavor beats everything.
You're like
so Ben, I have to ask: have you ever tried the dehydrated beef patty?
I had that one. Yep.
It's nasty.
It was
so
the
what you
worst
guys,
one.
for you guys that don't know, you have to throw this little heater thing in water and heat up your water and throw the beef patty in there to rehydrate it. And it is mushy and flavorless. And if it was a little harder, I'd say the sole of a shoe, but that might be too much of a compliment. It's disgusting.
The best MREs are like the beef ravioli was awesome. The beef stew was awesome. Like anything
that didn't
was
even exist. We had turkey stew, but it was disgusting.
Turkey stew.
Yeah,
the
it was
stew ones are good now
disgusting,
because it's
man.
basically just like a soup can in an MRE. But we all know you don't pick the MRE based on like the actual meal you get. You picked it based on the snacks that you
The
get.
dessert. Fuck yeah, man.
The
That's what the
snacks are
flavor
great.
is.
Yeah. And like I
You gotta
got
have something to wash
Skittles.
that shit down with.
I got Skittles twice. I got like Reese's Pieces in one of mine. I don't remember which one the Reese's was in. I think it was
we
the
never
tuna
got anything
one.
that cool. We got like a little dry to hard cookie, or
Sometimes we
they
still
had
get the
those little
cookie.
brownies in there that were kind of dehydrated, but they weren't too bad. That was like the best shit.
Yeah,
You
but
got a
B, when you were
brownie
in
and
the
an extra napkin. You were like fucking the king.
B, when you were in the military, though, you were still riding horses, weren't you?
You know what, Neil? Just suck my lacquer. Anyways,
What branch were you?
Army.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
so we
I
can
actually, honestly, I went in the Army National Guard, but I ended up working full time for them for like 2 years before I got my ass kicked out over something really stupid. But you know, like kick somebody out because they smoked pot one time and took one hit of pot. Literally, that's what I got thrown out for. No, I'm sorry. I lied. I think it was 2, but I'm not sure because I hadn't smoked in a long time and I was really high.
The Rough Riders with Teddy Roosevelt. Nice pull, X. Nice pull.
Oh,
So I'm looking up pictures of these MREs. Ugh.
I did a review. I did not make this video public because it does not fit in with the rest of my channel, but I did a review of an MRE the first time I ever ate an MRE, which was at military officer training this summer. The first one I ever had was beef taco. Not my favorite, but
beef taco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this pork patty. What the hell is this?
A
It's
pork?
basically
No, that
dog
sounds
food,
even
but-
worse. I don't think that's kosher.
It-
See,
None
that's
of
the
them are.
thing. Like back when I was in there, we were just like, you know, I mean, it didn't taste good, but we were just like, oh, food. You know, it was just food. I mean,
Exactly,
we really didn't
yeah.
care that much.
Yeah.
And that's why the dessert, because you're burning so many calories that crappy carb-filled starchy food they give you, like you need that shit. You're like starch.
We got an 11 Bravo in the chat.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The 11 Bravo's coming for us.
Uh-oh.
No, I wasn't anything badass, honestly. So I was in I was in 3 different units because I popped around a little bit and moved. The one I was in was an engineering unit, and right after I moved out of that town and moved to Florida, they went to build barracks and stuff for Desert Shield. So I missed it by like a month. I was really fucking pissed. Like I was mad at life, and I really just wanted to go shoot somebody. That's the honest truth. I was pretty fucked up until I was about 21. Yeah, no, bitch, clip. Clip.
This just looks cooler.
Yeah, I'm medical. I only
I think
pretend to be
Terminator.
cool. I'm really not actually cool.
You were
Like
medical.
I don't
think you're
do
pretty
real
fucking
military.
cool.
Neil, would you like to
God, we start talking military, man. They're
Hey,
Swede.
look. I gave birth
That's
to a
it.
Swede.
That's it. I'm out.
Hey,
No,
Swede.
I'm kidding.
This turned into military chat. Hooah.
Neil, would you like to take a look at this delicious pork patty?
Shit.
Could I please?
Oh, you're gonna love it. Oh, it looks
Oh my God, Mikey,
yummy.
do it.
No, why?
Do it,
why?
Mikey. Yes.
What, you know what that looks like? That looks like a fucking litter box from the
Army food is
litter
just
boxes,
that good.
Litter boxes have a scent to them. They're flowery, but they still taste better.
Everyone got your battle buddy? We got people in the chat calling for battle buddies.
Battle buddies? No.
Yeah, you always have a buddy when you go in the
Okay,
military.
this
You
is
have
a
a
funny-
buddy. You have a basic buddy. You have a battle buddy. You do
this is-
everything with
Blood
that
center
mother.
buddy.
You go take showers
Yeah.
at the same time. You go to bed at the same time.
This
You-
was a
They
funny
can
thing
block
with
each
the
other.
battle buddies because I'm trans, but I was considered to be female at training this summer, and they would always say, if it's one male and one female, you're not battle buddies. It's either you have like a group of multiple people, or it's like a female and a female, or male and male. Like I'm trans, so I'm like,
and you're like, but you're sticking me with a woman.
yeah. So I'm like, it's been in the ladies this summer. Like that's what it ended up being. Like I'm not mad, but
Hey, Sarge, can you make it an ugly one? So that way I don't feel like I want to do something in the middle of the night? Thanks.
also like, what about all the gay couples?
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
that's for the that's for Ricky boxing.
and here
Only people who have been through basic would know what that means.
See, and I'm not even like I'm not even legit because I never went through basic because I just direct commissioned, so
Okay.
I don't even have all the cool stories.
Oh,
I know. I'm sorry, officer.
you just
side.
lost half a star, Ben. I'm going to tell you. Half a
I
star.
know. I'm
Gone.
sorry.
You can earn it back, though, but half a star gone for now.
only
No,
got
I
through 3
fully
days of
acknowledge.
OCS.
I fully acknowledge that enlisted are the backbone of the army, and that like I have not done the same things that enlisted has, and they have my full respect. 100%.
And that's really the key. We had like these lieutenants coming in that were like 2 years older than me. And I was like 18 and I'm looking at this fucker and he's like, this is what we should do. And the seasoned 40-year sergeant standing next to him's going,
oh no, I don't know shit. Like you
he
can't
changed
spell.
all kinds of shit. And everybody tried to tell him it was wrong. And the first sergeant was like, look, Lieutenant, no disrespect, but we need to discuss it. Well, this is how we're going to do it. So we tried it like that, and it went totally to shit, and everything was fucked up, and everything was disorganized, and then they put it back the way Sergeant Furl had it, like it should have been.
Yeah, you can't spell lost without LT.
Yeah, that's
We
right.
all know that.
That's right.
Like, I mean, in my job, being medical, like I'm sure, like I'm going through medical school. Like I have a lot of expertise in medicine. So like, yeah, my job here is to make sure that my soldiers are healthy and ready to go do their job. That's it.
Right.
That's my job. So yes, you should listen to me with regard to your healthcare. But apart from that, like, I don't know anything. Like, don't ask me army things.
But I feel like I don't feel like that's so bizarre for this day and age. Yeah, you can't spell wimp without NP, right? Those guys have the littlest and the biggest. Yeah. It's sad, but
I
true.
think I'm gonna call it a night, given we've just hit.
I didn't even get to say
4
hi,
a.m.
Sam.
and
Hi,
I'm-
Sam.
Aw, Sam.
Hiya, B.
How are you,
Yeah,
baby?
Not too bad. Bloody exhausted at the moment, but be right.
Well, yeah, it's like what 3 a.m. or something.
4.
Yeah, we've just hit 4 a.m. and
Oh.
I'm trying to be up before 11 a.m. So
Oh, go get some sleep. Get some
Good night,
sleep.
sweetheart.
yeah, night guys.
Go to bed.
See you later, Sam. Thanks for jumping in tonight.
Go to bed, damn it. Go to bed, young
My
person.
I
entire
missed
military
that.
career was 3 days of OCS before they found out I had sleep apnea and a retinal disease.
Oh damn.
Fuck,
So
dude.
they-
What don't you have? What, you know what? The list of shit
Yeah.
you don't have is probably shorter. So
Yes, it is.
I think you should go to your parents and smack them. Like, what the fuck did you do to me?
Hey, thanks for those jeans. Just hit them
It's
with
not even
stick.
cool,
Get
man.
out.
Yeah.
Not cool.
And no, people, I'm not advocating for beating on your parents with sticks. I'm not really.
No, don't hit your parents with sticks. Just
Well, they
think it
hit
in
me
your
with
head
the
if you
Bible
need
and
to.
that.
It still feels good.
Spatula, though, because, they did it to you. So you can hit them with a spatula.
It's
Yeah.
All
time.
right, yeah.
Wooden spoon time, mother.
I was gonna say wooden spoons, metal and
Fucking
rubber
flippers,
pancake
shoe.
turners. Yeah, all of it. Oh, Dad's '70s belt that was double wide with the big holes.
Which
in
I
it.
have now. Yeah. Double
Man,
wide.
those sting when you don't have any clothes on.
Back when the belt buckle or when the belt loops on your jeans were like that long.
Yeah.
And you could.
Well, he
you
had
could park a
70s
car in
pants
it,
on.
and
I
you
mean,
could
he was
do-
hitting me with it when I was like 6. So never mind. We're not talking about my age.
So the bell
So that
bottoms-
must have been 89.
Yeah, yes, we are B. Because I'm there too.
It's,
I'm older than you. So
Yeah, well, I think like 2 years. How old are you?
no, I'm 54.
Oh, big
When
man,
I'm
4 years on me.
54.
I'm just a
You're only as
little
old as you
baby.
feel.
Yes.
So
Nice, you are.
emotionally and mentally, I'm like 10, and physically, I'm like 30.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I'm
yeah.
like preteen emotionally.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
What's
where I'm
that
at.
expression? Growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional.
That's right.
Yeah, I literally turned 27 a week ago. So
Oh well, happy
Oh,
birthday!
so you're-
A little bit belated.
You
but-
are
Oh,
3
thanks.
years. Ben, you are 3 years younger than my FTM son.
oh
Who
nice.
just turned 30. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually I look like I'm 12, but
Yeah.
I started
Yeah,
to
you
eat,
do.
so hopefully that'll fix some stuff. But,
But it's okay because when you're like 90, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm 50, bitches. Fuck
I was
yeah,
just gonna
I am.
say. I was just
People
gonna
will
say,
buy that shit too.
I was like you, Ben. I had the very, very youthful looks, and I found out when I found my biological family that kind of runs in the family, youthful looks. So it's paid off now because people. Well, now I let this shit go, so everyone knows I'm ancient. But
I
for a
was
while
going to
there,
say,
they
if
could
you
never
died it.
peg me.
No,
If you-
I know. When I first met you, Neil, I thought you were like 2 or 3 years younger than me. Honestly, I did. I'm not
used to get-
schmoozing you. You know, we're already buddies. I don't have to do that. But no, really.
Right.
yeah, I'm just waiting for the tea to kick in, and then this will grow in. But
What are you gonna grow? What's your favorite?
I don't know. Yeah, I got to see what my face will do before I make that decision.
Oh, fair enough.
But
My son's mad because he's like, damn it, mom, it's not growing in thick, right? So, and he's only like a couple months, but back when he was already had to shave because we're Italian. Like, we are some hairy motherfuckers. Mine's blonde, so you can't see it, but I shave about every week and a half because my hair will start getting so long I can feel it moving on my face. I'm like, nope, gotta go. So, yeah, so he already had to shave before and already had 5 o'clock shadow by like 7 p.m. So when he started taking tea, it just started growing like crazy. And he's like, I look Amish. I can't get my damn mustache to grow in. Fucking shit.
I just want to not look 12, and I would love
Yeah.
to be able to walk into a patient's room and not have them say, "Get this fucking child out of here." Like that'd be
You should
nice.
just grow like a handlebar or some shit. Like, do some
That'd be
chops like
ridiculous.
Neil be like, sup? And they'll be like, damn.
Which is hilarious because
Does
I'm
he
five,
use Botox?
I'm 5 feet tall. So
Are you really? That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's
I'm small.
awesome.
Look how Doogie Howser's coming
Short
in.
in
here. What do you want?
stature, good in heart.
Mhm.
Nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
I do need to go Viking beard because I mean my name. I didn't
Yeah.
tell y'all the story of my name.
Oh, that's true too.
Yeah, my chosen name is Torben, it's a Danish name meaning Thor's bear, and it came from a nickname that my Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach gave me. Like even before I came out, they just started calling me Torben as a joke, and I went into the gym one day after starting to come out, and my friend was like, Is that what you changed your name to? And I'm like, you know what? I could change my name to Torben. Like I could just be Torben. And so now I'm Torben. There's my story.
There you go. That's cool.
That's
I
cool.
always thought I'd look good with
Good
what do they call it? The mustache with the
Goatee.
goatee.
No, Van Dyke.
It's a what?
That's called. It's called the Van Dyke, actually.
What?
How appropriate.
This one, like, right? The one that goes around like that. That's actually a Van Dyke.
Perfect. That's made for me. We'll just do that. Can we just do it B Dyke though instead?
Yeah, the B Dyke.
You could call it whatever the fuck you want.
I'll get a new style going. I'll change it up a little bit, and for everybody that's trans, they can use it. No, cis het.
Why not
None of
anyone?
that shit. Nope.
Just,
only
thinking of growing the
if you're
mustache out.
trans.
So you get the
Fuck everybody else.
twirly things, like grow the goatee, and the mustache be long and twirly. Like
Yeah, the handlebars.
yeah.
Snidely whiplash.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
Or as X said, the one I thought of right away too, Dick Dastardly.
Right. Yes.
It took me into my 30s to get any kind of facial hair to grow at any sort of regular rate. So I don't even talk to it. I just give it beard oil and comb it appropriately and just hope it doesn't leave me again.
You know what you should do? Honestly, Mikey, if you shave that off like twice a year for like a couple years, it'll grow back really fucking thick.
Yeah, been trying that for about a million years.
See, my son's girlfriend told him that, right? And he's like, "No, I don't want to cut my beard. My eyes starting to look good. Voice is dropping. Blah blah blah."
Thicker.
So luckily, it was COVID hit. So he was like, "You know what? Fuck it." So he shaved it off, and then it came in like literally twice as thick. And then he still has the light mustache, little bit of mustache coming in. But I was like, "Shave that bitch, shave it." Yeah.
Okay.
It's a police chase.
When you shave, the hair does not come back thicker. It's an illusion, because when you go to shave your hair, it's actually the ends get a little spindly, right? So they're sharper and they look
well. That is
thin.
true.
But when you shave that off, the follicle, the bottom of your hair is thick.
Yes.
So it looks bigger.
Yeah. No. I didn't mean as in your hair getting thicker. I meant coming in more. Because you take the weight off the follicles, and the follicles will go, "Oh wait, we need to push more out,"
right.
And then so it'll grow in. Yeah, that's all I meant.
Right.
I said it wrong.
But it's not thicker.
My apologies, sir.
But also, your follicles will start working at different times too. Like all of a sudden, a whole bunch will start coming out.
Okay, that I didn't know.
That's why when you literally get a few hairs here and then, you hit 18, 19, all of a sudden it starts growing everywhere.
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
I used to have blonde sideburns like this long.
Wow.
And I was with my ex, and she was cutting my hair, and we used to cut each other's hairs. And I said hairs. You don't cut just one, do you?
Nope.
You cut them all. I cut all the hairs.
Wasn't that called a hair's cut?
It should be a hair's cut. I don't want one hair. I'm not paying $18 or $30 for one hair to be cut at the barber shop. Like, what are they going to do? Snip? Okay, and then they put the towel on your neck? No, I want the whole shit. Anyway.
Like Coming to America.
Yeah,
I was dating her, and she was trimming my hair, and she took the clippers and she turned it around and took the guard off and went zzz, and I went, no, it's going to grow in black. That's why I'd never cut it. It scared the shit out of me. It never did. It's still blonde, but and then I wonder if I grow a beard, is it going to be a blonde beard? I don't know. It might be. It's really weird.
Yep.
It's like blonde.
Pretty much all the hair on my arm at this point is all blonde now. Just from the sun. Every summer, all the hair on my arm turns. Yep.
Maybe that's what's happening. I don't know.
I was blonde up until I was 7 years old. Then I went dark hair. And now I'm fucking Sauron. I
did the same thing. I was born with the big blonde banana curls all over my head and big blue eyes. And then mysteriously one day my hair turned dark and I was ugly like that. It was weird.
Hey,
just like, bam.
I don't think you're ugly, B.
Aw, thanks, sunshine. You're so
You're
sweet.
not ugly.
He's still trying to make up for missing my show and embarrassing me. So that's all this is. I know what's going on. No, I'm just teasing him. Like, we do need to reschedule you, though.
Yes.
And now, Ben, guess what you're going to do?
Ha ha.
What am I doing?
I'm gonna drag you over on a Monday night to my stream and interview you.
Oh, sounds great. I'm down.
I do. See, I'm kind of opposite of Neil because you can't do the atheism discussion because Neil owns that shit. I mean, everybody knows it, which is why I stream on Monday and Wednesdays because Neil isn't streaming and I can't compete. And I'm okay with that. It's okay. I'm fine with it. I love Neil too, and I really hate to miss his shows, so it's good that I'm not on those nights. But so what I do is I talk about everything except for religion, like get to know you, yeah. And then we can get you around the community, get some more friends and all that fun shit. In this craziness we call a community.
That's why I do these.
That's
Right,
part of the
exactly.
reason why I
Exactly.
even started a channel was because I wanted to get more involved with the community.
Right, exactly. And I really started it because a lot of the content creator, like Neil, you know, he kind of like mentions little things about himself, but he never like sits. No one like really does a non-religious Neil, who are you video interview, which is another reason why, Neil, you need to get on my show when things calm down. Anyway, so
Well,
but and that's the thing
behind
is,
me I can't see.
all of these content creators all talk about their passions, but they don't talk about themselves. So people, I feel like people don't know, because it's happened to me. I don't know where someone is coming from. So once I learned who they are, because there's people that I've seen online, I'm like, man, they're okay. And then I learned more about them, and I was like, oh, dude, now I get it.
That a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I get that a lot.
exactly. I don't
I
get
see
it.
your
No.
show. Yeah, it's okay. All right,
You're
I'll
full of
take it.
shit, Neil. Shut up.
I have gotten that a few times, and I'll say that's fine. I'll take it. If you pop in once in a while, at least wave. Put a little hand wave out there, and at least I know.
Yeah,
you're there.
flip a finger, something.
Yeah, that's fine.
Show me some love. Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do a whole lot. Like I study and I do medicine. So,
Well, no, that's
But-
totally cool, and I'd love to have a conversation with you about that. I actually I'm too ADD for schooling, but I have a passion for medicine and for helping people. So I actually, after years of trying all these different careers, I just started working at the front desk of a doctor's office, and it is amazing.
oh, nice.
It is amazing, and I joke around with people all day, except for the people that are really sick because they ain't got time for that shit. But the people are just not feeling too good. I joke around, I make them laugh a little bit, you know, and kind of make their day a little better, and you know, deal with all that shit with them. And then when they go in to see one of the doctors, they're like, "Oh, I was so great. I was freaking out and I was upset." And so anytime they come to me, I just feel like, that was a win. That was a
That's
win.
awesome. We need more of that.
So I
for
just
sure.
love that. I love that about my job. My mind's busy all day. I'm learning more stuff, and I get to talk to different people all the time. So it's great for my ADHD because every phone call is different. Every phone call is a different problem or something, you know. And my EMT training is coming back where I'm like, oh, hey, your foot's swollen. Is it red? Is it tender? Is it hot?
I used to be an EMT as well
You know?
before medical school.
Oh, awesome. I was
Yeah.
a basic. I never got any farther. I had to go
Yeah.
back out on the truck, and I lost my certification. But
I think
But
Neil
it-
has a
it's
question.
coming back to me, and I'm remembering to ask things, you know, to get those symptoms and everything, so the doctor can look at it and go ER or office visit, you know.
Yeah, I think Neil had a question.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was though.
Oh, got it. But yeah, like B, I don't know if you've looked at my channel. Like I'm pretty new,
No.
but kind of my goal is I have two facets of my channel. One side is discussion about the medical side of trans issues. Like I talk a lot about biological sex and why it isn't binary. I talk a lot about embryology, pharmacology, that kind of thing, so that trans people are equipped to go into discussions with people about medical issues. And then the other side of my channel is for the medical community, talking about trans issues and how doctors can do a better job of interacting with the trans community. So that's just kinda
You
my
definitely
goal.
have a new subscriber, and I'm probably going to have one or two doctors following you too.
That's awesome.
Probably
I
at least
love it.
one. Yeah, I guarantee Heather would love to. She loves to help people. She's a help people addict, and she's
Yeah,
she's an MSPAC. So if she would have stayed in another 3 or 4 years, she would have an MD. But she said, "No, I have kids in a life, and I'm a single mom." So she stopped at MSPA. But she's amazing. You would never know. She knows everything just right off the top. She was like a straight A student through med school and shit. Or
See, I'm not
whatever
a
school
straight
they
A
do.
student through med school.
Well,
I passed.
that's
my
why
board.
she's so amazing, because that shit does
I know.
not happen as far as I know. But I believe, I think all the way through her schooling, she's
If you guys
smart
have any,
cookie.
if anybody has any questions about anything, I also know everything.
I don't know everything. Please don't ask me.
And I will, and if I don't know, I'll lie and you won't be able to tell the difference. So, problem solved.
But
See,
I do have a video coming out on Monday, which I'm really excited to release. I actually did an interview with Arden of Eden on a video where asking about how doctors can do a better job at destigmatizing sexual history.
Right.
And I think it's a great conversation. I'm really excited to get that one out. So
I
be on
love
the lookout for
Arden.
Monday.
Arden's amazing.
Oh
Arden
yeah,
is
she's
amazing.
great. And
Yeah.
I needed to bring in a different perspective than mine, because I know a lot of doctors are awful communicators, and there's a lot of stuff that we miss, especially on the empathy side. So like, it's important that we don't contribute to stigma. And there's so many horror stories I've seen like doctors participate in. So I'm just trying to make it better for everybody, and hopefully I can do that.
You know who I need to connect you with?
Yeah.
I need to connect you with Arda. Arda, you guys remember Arda?
No.
No.
Pretty dark-haired lady, cishet, who fights for gay and trans rights. She has a whole organization. They do conferences and everything. And she's always looking for more speakers and people to add to it and broaden the community. And it's just a nonprofit. It's to help the gay and lesbian, LGBTQ, whatever,
Mike is looking
alphabet mafia.
It sounds familiar, but the name just didn't jump out.
I mean, I'm down.
Okay. Are you on Twitter, Ben?
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
the name of,
Neil, hook me up with that, and I'll.
what's
hook
the
you
name
up
of
with stuff.
Look, this is why I do the thank you tweet. It's just people who don't know each other can then connect through the thank you.
I
tweet.
got to look at your tweets now. You know, I just use that for messaging, Neil.
you don't.
It's
have
true. I
to.
never like. This is my ADHD. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna look at some tweets.
Ooh,
I should play that game. I'm done.
Oh, my troops are ready. So what was Arda's do you remember the name of her group? Because Arda's not
I
bringing
do not. I honestly cannot remember, which is horrible because I've had her on my show and everything.
Level 2 search.
But she is actually a reverend, and a lot of the other people she works with are, but they are against how they're amazing. I don't know. I don't even know. They're just loving, caring people. They've done conferences and stood outside afterwards and talked to kids that were lost and confused and needs me to listen to them and sitting there crying and, yeah, she's a reverend. Yeah.
Reverend?
Yeah.
And she was on your show how long ago, would you say?
She was on Root and Branch a couple weeks ago.
That helps. Okay.
Yeah, look on my Root and Branch playlist, and you can find her on there.
Mm-hmm.
I deeply apologize. I gotta pee again. So
Pee happens. Pee happens, Ben.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I like how he said earlier that he's got the bladder of a goldfish. I'm like, well, I guess they have swim bladders or something. The fish don't have bladders.
Do they not?
No.
They have swim bladder.
Well, it just goes right through them, man.
You guys don't recognize her? Didn't you
Nope.
have her on your show, Neil? Somebody did. I found her somewhere. One of you guys.
Wasn't me.
Huh. Weird.
Wasn't me. Might have been the Tang boys.
Those old hangers.
By the way, I was going to suggest to Ben that he try secular sexuality as well. To be a guest on that one.
On Twitter, she is at the Humanist Minister, but with no E between the T and the R at the end.
Oh, a humanist minister.
Yes.
So she's not religious.
Slightly, but not like you'd think. She has like beliefs, but she's not. Yeah, no, she's not.
Does she believe in some kind of creator?
I don't know, Neil. I don't talk about religion and atheism.
I realize that.
If you haven't had her on, you should get her
With
on.
a name like that, that would trigger me to want to ask a few questions.
You should have her on if she is. I don't remember, but I don't talk about that stuff. I talk about everything else on mine. That's your gig, dude.
Mine is deconversion stories. So yeah.
Well, anyways, Mikey, find her on Twitter and hook Neil up.
I did.
I think. Hold on.
I'm done. I doed it. It's already been done, B. Who do you think?
Conscious disruptor.
No, don't follow her. She's an alchemist. Oh my goodness.
It says alchemist, activist, orator, dog lover, conscious disruptor. Hey, not everybody's perfect, Neil. Come on.
Except me.
alchemist.
I mean, look at you. You like pot.
So
That has nothing to
You
do
do.
with alchemy.
it's nothing to do with alchemy.
I don't know. I just thought I'd bring it up so I could take it in.
Talking about the rules
Alchemy
of
is like
experiment.
chiropractors. They don't. They're not real. They don't exist.
No, there's alchemy was around, and
Alchemy
then
is
chemistry
more
came in.
realistic than the crystal rubbers because
No.
at least they use freaking
No.
Rubbers?
stuff.
No, alchemy
Some
is
kind of
people that try to
chemistry.
convert lead into gold.
Yeah, no.
Which
Is that
you
what they
can.
do?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that was one. That's the
That's
big
the old-
story that they always use, but there was a lot more behind it than that.
I'm just gonna keep doing that.
I wanted to be an alchemist at one time when I was a kid, so I
wanted
read up
to
a little
be-
bit. And when I say
want-
kid, I mean 20s.
I wanted to be one after I watched Full Metal Alchemist. I was like, wait, I can just hold
Yeah.
my hands over a pile of iron shavings and make a spear? Ugh. Come on! Gotta believe in myself.
Ben,
Oh,
that's
I
my
do
Twitter
probably.
link if you don't want to go looking later.
It just says your thing. It's not a link.
Well,
is
whatever. Not a link.
Okay,
Whatever. My,
thank you.
my username. You know what I mean? Neil, damn
I'm
it.
gonna follow you.
I will follow you.
I will follow
Wherever
you wherever
you
you
may
may go.
I always love it when we sing.
Kind of not liking where this conversation's going.
Why? Because now we're singing a religious song?
No, is that what that is? I don't know. I never heard
No.
it before.
I just remember it from Sister Act.
Yeah, that's why I said that.
Is that what that is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember seeing
I
Sister
will
Act.
follow him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Follow
yeah.
him wherever he may go. I can't go that high. Sorry, I don't have it.
Fucking Whoopi Goldberg.
I know, right?
Balls in the
Oh,
vice,
she's
and I hate those
awesome, dude. She cracks me the fuck up in those movies she does. She's so perfect for those zany, silly, I got my ass in trouble again parts.
I've been
Yeah, it is.
rewatching Star Trek Next Generation lately, and I'm on season 6 now.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking her role as Guinan is my favorite thing that she's done.
It's so New Yorker, but so like a New Yorker from another dimension.
Guinan?
Yeah, like she like
No,
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 she's
No.
like the old shaman.
no.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm
Like-
saying. But
She's like the wise shaman.
wait, maybe I think you guys. What is your take on New Yorkers then? That they're all like all loud and in your face and give me a slice of pizza pie over there. Like, what is that? What you're thinking?
No, that's the Italian side of New York. That is not the same.
Uh
Oh
Not
no,
the
we got
same.
Phoebe in.
Bum bum bum.
Uh-oh. Oh, if Phoebe's here, everybody hide.
Chaotic. It's about to get chaotic. That's all I can say.
Can barely see a Phoebe. Unless that's the...
Sauna lady, you got to turn some lights on.
I don't know if she
I
can
think
hear
there's
us.
somebody there, though.
I see
Sauna
movement.
lady.
I saw movement in
Wait,
that window.
I saw movement. Oh, let there be light. Okay, who prayed?
There.
Who prayed? We won't have that shit here.
Oh, come here, buddy.
There will be no converting.
There we go.
That's
Now we can
better.
see you. Hi,
Oh,
Phoebe.
Hi, Phoebe.
Hi, sauna lady. What's up?
This is not the sauna. This is not.
I
the
know
sauna.
you're not a sauna, but still, ever since you came on as sauna lady, I'm never letting that go.
And why would you?
Right?
I want to point out that Russ said alchemy did give us gunpowder. So, America.
Well, no,
No,
chemistry.
the Chinese gave us
How could we have
Chinese.
Turns
shot all
out that
those
was
Native
chemistry.
Americans without that gunpowder? I'm just saying,
Oof.
America.
America.
Oh no,
A lot
pup.
of beer.
We shouldn't get started on that. That's too serious of a topic.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Get me all riled up. I'll be yelling over here in a minute. I have to back up from my mic a little bit.
I think it's time for somebody's haircut.
I know, right?
Mine.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Actually, I got mine cut a week ago. So
No, mine's usually more like yours, but well, not that
Tie
short
mine
on
up
top,
if you
but
want.
this is a lot.
Now it's just
Oh,
a beard.
yes.
Of hair beard.
I should do that after
yeah,
work
I'm proud of
tomorrow.
my fade.
Here,
It's good fade. It is.
Did somebody slap you on the back and they're like, nice fade, G? Pop!
The old lady at the barber shop that I go to, because it's a woman's owned barber shop, which is really awesome. And everybody goes in there. Where I go, the older lady, she's not even really older. I'm 58 or something. But anyways, the oldest of the three, she does one hell of a fade on me, man. I mean, it's amazing. Every time I come out of there, I'm like put down the window in the car, put the arm out, So
I thought Zero wanted some like snuggles with me because he was whining. No, my girl fed the cats and him, but he couldn't get to it because my office door was closed. He just wanted to get out.
That sounds familiar. Like my cat.
I literally, I put him down. He darted towards the door and sat, and I was like, what the hell? And then I just see the scoop go in there. I'm like, oh, this was never about love, was it? This was never about love. This was a transaction.
Let me tell you, we all think we train our animals, but cats train us. They really do. Dogs I love dogs because dogs are so loyal. They are so loyal. Like, they love you. I love you more than anything in the world, right? but they're stupid.
Yeah.
Like, they'll do anything you tell them. My cats, I've trained my cats, but it took a while because they were like, nah, bitch, I ain't doing that.
I don't want to.
So now I have them trained. Like, at night, if they make too much noise, I just go, shh. And it gets dead silent in my house.
And they're like, there's a snake in here. Everybody be quiet.
No, they just know, because I used to go, shh, quit it. So I don't have to say the quit it anymore. I just do the shh, and they're like, oh, shit.
There's a cat over top of you right now plotting your demise.
Right.
Oh, no, she doesn't care enough to plot anybody's. She's just like, fuck y'all. That's how she is. If I touch her and she doesn't want me to touch, she's like, and just gives me a dirty look. It's funny as hell. My boy cat, though, I touch him and he's like, oh, I love you, Mom. Oh, I love you. It's just, they're like polar opposites. Boys are needy, girls are independent. That's the lesson here, folks.
Yes, we are.
I want to be more needy.
That's how I knew I was trans.
Ben said I'm really fucking needy. I knew I was a guy.
The real reason I knew I was trans was, you know when you're a kid and they say the thing of how like girls don't poop.
Oh yeah,
well,
or fart or whatever.
Yeah, right. Well, I pooped, so I'm like, I'm trans. Must be trans. There we go.
That's just shitty.
Oh my god, man, that's fucking awesome. I have a funny story that you might enjoy. So, I was 5 years old. We were all playing out in the woods, and I would always go out there with my brother. There was always two boys and me.
Did you hear
always us two. No. It wasn't that kind of woods. Nor were there any oinkings or like pigs. But anyway, so we'd always go out in the woods and play. And we would take my dad's guns, and my mom would make sure they were empty, and we'd go play army. Like, that's how I grew up. I grew up playing army in the woods. So I was meant to go in the army, I swear to God. So there was this one day I came down to the house, and I was really mad. And when I was little, I'd go, I'm mad, like this. Right? So this little blonde-haired, blue-eyed little girl, right, comes in going, I'm mad. And I look at my mom as I'm walking by her, and I kind of remember that, but not totally. And so she goes, what's wrong? And she goes, why are you mad? And I said, I'm mad because I don't have a penis. And I walked in the bathroom and peed, and I came back out, and she said, are you all right? And I said, yeah. And I walked out the door like I was sad about it. 5 years old. It was not meant.
Stop what you were
I'm
doing
in the wrong body.
inside.
I'm just telling you guys. I totally am. What, Neil?
It's because you had to stop what you're doing and go outside. Dudes just
they would just piss by the tree. But if I didn't
Yeah.
have toilet paper on me, there was poison oak everywhere. You don't take a chance with that shit.
Not a good idea.
My brother did that. My middle brother, that's the dumbass asshole. He grabbed something and took a shit out in the woods instead of going down to the house and grabbed something. And he grabbed poison oak, and he had that shit on his scrotum and all the way up his ass for weeks and weeks. Weeks and weeks. He had to calamine his nuts in his ass. And he told everybody that he was screwing some girl out in the woods and that she had it on her knees, but he wouldn't tell anybody the name.
Yeah, because she was kneeing him in the ass. That's how we got off.
She went to a different.
No, she
school.
was riding him. He was being a man. He was on the bottom, and
Oh
his girl ride him. Yeah.
She goes to a different school. You would know her.
And we were sitting over there going, "You wiped with poison oak. You're a fucking dumbass." It was so funny. We weren't allowed to tease him about it though. Mom wouldn't let us, but it's pretty funny.
I can honestly say I've never done anything like that. Not poison oak, poison ivy, nothing.
I think I've gotten poison ivy once, and I was playing around as a kid.
There was a kid at Boy Scout camp that said that claimed he was immune to poison ivy, and so he took his shirt off and rolled around in it. He didn't make it about another hour, and he
called the
went
hospital.
And see him the rest of the week.
No, Neil, I thought you meant that you've never gotten either one. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I know it. I've known what they both look like for a long time.
Oh, you're saying you weren't stupid enough to wipe your ass with one.
I recognized right away.
Okay, fair enough.
Besides,
That's what I was saying when I said no. I mean, I've got it. I've had it before.
I think I've used leaves once in my entire life.
Yeah, I think I have like twice. I mean, I was really desperate though.
And
I went way
from
too
there
far
on
in
out,
the woods.
I have toilet paper everywhere. I have stashes of
Yeah. Yeah.
Plastic bags, bottom of the ocean. They're fucking everywhere.
He's got.
Well, that's what I started doing. That's what I stared doing when I was a kid. I would take a wad of toilet paper and stick it in my back
shit like in seconds. See, look at
that. He's got blind drops of TP all over the continental North America.
See, look at that.
Little parachutes coming down, drones now.
Here's our little teaching
Sounds
moment
like
for the
Hunger
night.
Games.
It's a type 4 hypersensitivity reaction to poisonous plants.
That's what that's called.
It's so there are different types of allergic reactions. There are 4 categories. So type 1 is like your anaphylaxis, like hives type, like immediate allergic reactions.
Like me and shellfish.
Yeah, so that would be a type 1, hypersensitivity. The type 2 is where it's like an antibody versus a cell. So like blood transfusion gone wrong. That's a type 2, hypersensitivity. Type 3 is immune complexes that form in your plasma that get buried somewhere. So like rheumatoid arthritis is a type 3. But type 4 is delayed skin reactions mediated by T cells. So anything that's going to happen usually takes like a day or so to kick in. But atopic dermatitis falls in that category. Tuberculosis skin test falls in that category. Anything typically that comes in contact with your skin that takes a while to develop is a type 4. So there you go. There's your science for the night.
Man, Neil's going to get demonetized with all this knowledge and truth. We're not allowed to do that here.
I'm not normally. I've already had a couple gummy bears now, and well, one beer. But
oh, you know who needs to be here? QG.
Pike Gorilla is he even around? I don't even know.
Pike Gorilla. Oh yeah.
I will try to race him.
I could talk with Ben about aortas.
I will happily talk about aortas with you.
Mine dissected. And I survived.
Oh crap! Do you know what type of dissection?
It was a type A ascending aortic dissection.
Shit. Okay.
One of the nasty ones.
It was the nastiest you could get.
That's really bad. Yep.
The look on my face is just like, oh shit, that's not good.
Yeah, it requires surgical intervention.
Yes.
That requires not death.
I have a St. Jude valve. I did not go for the flesh valve. I went for the St. Jude mechanical valve, so I tick.
Okay.
And yeah,
he does.
Fun.
Yeah, there's some types of aortic dissections that don't require surgery, and that's not the kind that we're talking about here.
No, but the Dr. Langdon told me that sewing it back together was like trying to sew 2 pieces of wet tissue paper back together.
Oh no!
Doesn't sound good.
No.
It sounds fragile, shall we say?
Yes. Hi, sauna lady.
So Staples was out of the question.
Yeah. So I have a really cool story.
I warned you that I'd be here, Ben.
I know, but now you're in this sauna lady, and you got Phoebe J sauna lady.
That is me. I am Phoebe J sauna lady. You with
Works
your
for
blue
you.
screen there, not a green screen. I saw that.
Hold on, do
Sure,
I need to
what-
change my background again?
I like a sauna.
Yeah! Especially considering the nightmare I was having whilst I was napping for the past couple of hours about my mother killing my paternal grandfather in the same room where I was sleeping and hiding it in this secret loft hatch above my head.
Wow.
Yeah, so the people who don't catch it, this is a morgue.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew what it was. Yeah. I knew what it was. That's why I looked and laughed. I used to drop bodies off in those. Or
Yeah,
in the
if-
freezer. The freezer most of the time.
You
If you
bring
watch
them.
my
Here's your takeout. Bye now.
if you watch the original interview with Neil, I talked about autopsies
cool.
and bodies.
Good, yeah.
So
Nice. See, I missed
have
all
a-
that.
I have a feeling that's why I went and napped and then had strange dreams, nightmares about my mother murdering my paternal grandfather.
Oh, Ben.
You know how I
I
avoid
didn't
nightmares
get as
like that?
graphic as I probably would have
THC.
gotten.
Sorry, Ben.
I could have gotten a lot more graphic, but it's not for the faint of heart for sure.
Well, we should have that discussion because I love talking about that shit.
Yeah,
I saw my
buckets.
first dead body when I was 9. My first cadaver when
Oh,
I was
crap.
9.
yeah.
Because I walked in, I was trying to find my mom. She was a student at the college, but she was so good because she had nursing before that the professor would leave and just leave her in charge sometimes. So I would just walk in and be like, "Are you
Body.
you're dissecting a cat? Can I help?" Sweet. So like she'd put me up there and teach me how to dissect a cat. Like that's how I grew up. So I walked into this room one day and I opened the door and there was dead bodies. And I was like, and the lady in front of the class goes, "Can I help you, sweetie?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm just looking for my mom." And she was like, "Oh, she's 2 doors down." Oh, thank you. And I went, "Bye." And I just like walked out like, it's science. It just didn't bother me. It was science.
Yeah, it's different because I worked with cadavers in undergrad. We had a cadaver lab in undergrad, but then I shadowed a medical examiner at the coroner's office, and that was a different experience.
Oh.
And I didn't mention in Neil's original interview about the buckets of baby brains, but that like you walk in the freezer at the coroner's office, and anything that could potentially be used in a homicide trial is kept.
Oh,
forever.
yeah. Evidence. Yeah, absolutely.
So there are buckets of baby brains just on the shelf.
That alone is frightening as fuck.
Yeah.
See, this is how
Evidence
this is how zombies get started.
Blah, 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 blah.
This is how zombies get started.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
No,
horrifying.
only if you take them back out of the bucket and do something to them, Mikey.
No,
Only
they're
if you
gonna
try
come
to
out
In the
of
bucket
reinstall
by
the-
themselves, they're really inactive.
Someone's
And,
gonna
like,
dump a
the
9-volt
worst-
battery in there.
The worst thing too is I mean, sure, like the bodies in front of you in the morgue is one thing, but then it's the smell. Like being in there with a fresh body, it's like the worst thing I've ever smelled in my life. And that's so like I'm pretty much over a lot of the trauma that I had from that experience, but the smell is something that will stick with me forever. And in fact, there's this place, this donut shop that's really good that's near the coroner's office where we actually went. This was a mistake. We went to get donuts before we went to go watch the autopsy.
Oh.
And so that donut shop was like kryptonite for me for the longest time because I went back to the donut shop, or at least I tried to go back after the autopsy and I was like, no, I can't do this. But then when I was working on an ambulance for AMR, we went back to the donut shop and I was like, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to get the donuts. And I ended up conquering my fears and I ate a donut again from Amy's Donuts, but because they're the best donuts, but
Amy's Donuts
like,
are really good.
Yeah, but it's just bodies.
I don't know where I've seen that ad and had it, but it was somewhere.
This one was in
Amy,
Colorado
why does she
Springs.
have a donut?
Where was that? I don't remember. I've lived in too many places. I don't know. Never mind. Yeah, no, it's the only stinky dead body because cadavers, of course, they were baked in. Everything just smelled like formaldehyde in the room, so that didn't affect me at all, because it didn't smell like a dead body. I had a couple of dead bodies we picked up, but they were all like just died. But we picked up this one that she was a crack whore, literally, like drug whore of some form. And she was dead for 2 weeks in an apartment on the 7th floor.
No.
And it gets better. The heat was on 85.
No. Decom.
And so we went to get her, and we were standing there, and there's detectives, and they're still doing their thing, right? Because they had just found her after like 2 weeks and like a day or two. They're not sure, but about 2 weeks. And so they're like, we're not ready yet, you guys. And we're like, all right. So we're just standing there, and we're like, God damn. When we got to the 3rd floor, I went like this. That's her, isn't it? And the guy with me goes, yep, this is going to be a bad one. And so there's 3 of us, and we're going up, and we're just like, oh, man.
Peppermint oil.
So we're standing there.
Yeah.
No, do not do that. Don't use peppermint oil or
don't use anything.
Vapor Rub. It
Don't
literally opens up the pores in your nose, and you smell it for days. Do not do that. Because that's
what if you want
did.
to smell it for days?
No,
there's
you don't
something
even know.
Walking in on it, and I mean,
in a closed environment,
not
even
the
same as passing a deer on the road. Not the same.
Yeah, no, but like and a decomped body is like a whole different story entirely. But even a fresh one, like you walk in the room, you know someone's dead. Like,
yeah, of course.
It'll haunt you. And there have been plenty of calls where I've walked in a house and you know. There was one call we got brought in.
Hi, Shannon.
Oh, hi,
Trumps
Shannon.
for the hashtag coins.
This is really dark. This is really dark. We got called in. It was late night. I was working it was a BLS rig, so basic life support. I was with another EMT. Oh, hey, Shannon, throwing some love to me. We're about to talk about bodies. We were
dead
ones.
Let's clarify. Okay, go ahead.
We were on an ambulance that only responded to police calls. So we get called in by PD.
So jealous right now. Go ahead.
It was awful. It was awful story.
Really?
But we get called to this house, and this is actually in a neighborhood that a friend of mine lived in. But luckily, it wasn't my friend, so I was like, okay, this is a bit more bearable. But we walk in the house. It's I don't know how old he was, probably like 50s, 60s, dead, laying on the floor in a pool of his own blood that he vomited on the floor. He had probably an alcohol OD a couple days before or something, just found him. And PD brings us in, and they're like, we just need you to pronounce him, and then we'll get the coroner. We're like, wow. Okay, I mean, yeah, he's dead. Like,
he's cold
in 2 days. Does he move?
Gray. There's he shit his pants. He pissed himself. There's blood everywhere. He's dead.
Yeah. There's some calls that I've been on that, like, I mean, and you don't know how you're going to handle this stuff until you're there. But like, you can talk you want about how you're going to handle death when you see it. But when you see it, like, and this is something too that actually carried with me into the military, because I had to get multiple waivers for psych because of I had a PTSD diagnosis that followed me around, and they don't like that. But it wasn't PTSD necessarily that I had. It was acute stress disorder from, like, most people don't have experiences with dead bodies like that. Like, anyone that walks into the room with someone that has gone through something like that and has been dead, like, it's a shock to your system. Like, you don't know what to do about it, and it's going to make you question. So yeah, like, it took a while to get through that. It took a lot of therapy to get through that.
Fuck yeah, I'm sure.
A normal response. And I think being able to walk out of there with some kind of empathy says more than, like, if you walked in and said, yeah, no, I'm fine.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You know, honestly, that I make lots of jokes about some of the dead bodies, like the crack whore and the guy in front of McDonald's who went through the drive-thru and got a double cheeseburger, a big fry, and a big giant soda, pulled in the parking spot, and had a heart attack. Like, that's literally what he did. And there was McDonald's wrappers all over his car. Little ironic, just saying. or maybe not. Anyways, but honestly, the only reason it didn't affect me when I got to the point of being an EMT and doing that shit was because my mother died when I was 18 and I touched her while she was in her casket. And that's half of my PTSD. So after that, like even my sister said to me, she's like, oh my God, you're doing what? You're moving dead bodies. And she instantly thought of my mom and how much it fucked me up. And I was like, but it doesn't bother me now because it's just like, it's a dead body. I didn't know the person. They're not there anymore anyway. It's just a dead body. So then it just didn't bother me after that. I mean, between that and the first dead body I saw after my mother was like, well, besides my sister, I went through that too. That just enforced the cold wall. But the next one I saw was the first one I saw that I wasn't related to was that crack whore. And she was black because she didn't even look human anymore. It looked like a movie thing. It looked like she was made up with makeup and stuff because she was like black and with a tinge of like purple and dark green on her skin. It's really hard to describe. And the weird thing was her hair was actually black, green, and purple. Like it looked like it had been highlighted. Like down here was black and then it got purplish and then greenish. It was bizarre. And we were all like, oh, they were all, oh, look at this black woman, blah, 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 crack whore, blah, blah, blah. And I said, that ain't a black woman. And they said, what are you talking about? And I said, they were like, look at her. I said, she's not, no, that's from the decomposition. And they were like, no, man, she's black. Look at her. And I said, look, man, I said, no self-respecting black woman is going to wear those stupid ass pigtails and those shitty ass, cheap, nasty ass pink fucking underwear that she's got on right now. Or a shirt. I can't remember what the shirt said, but it was some stupid, like, I'm a white chick shirt. And I was like, and no respectable black woman's going to wear that fucking shirt. Well, it turns up, because we bet on it. We all bet $20 on it. And I got $40 back because they both lost. Because it was a fucking white chick that was a redhead. But she had decomposed so quickly that she looked like she was like Jamaican black. But they didn't look at her skin. I looked and I could see there was something wrong with it. I was like, that's not black skin. That's rotten skin. That is not the same thing as an African American. I don't care.
So that Loki finale, guys, that's a pretty good show. You guys like this? I
was about to say, speaking of redheads with pigtails, it's X.
You guys just never know. This afro stays short.
Word, man. Ain't nobody judging that head. I mean, of hair, just the head.
Well, yeah, I had long hair at one point, and this is way too much goddamn work. No, thank you.
You know, right? I cut mine off for the Army, and I was like, this is really nice. And I had it like that for a while, and then I started letting it grow back out because I was trying to be more girly than I actually was, I guess. I was just total, like, denial. And then I was with my ex-husband. I got together with him because he's my best friend if you got to marry somebody, right? So I married my best friend, and I was with him for years, and he was like, just leave your hair long. I like it long. So I had it all the way back down to my ass again like I did when I was 16. And then when I left him, I went right over to my hairdresser and said, cut this shit off. I'm done. And it is never, like, this is as long as it's been since, literally, like this. This is long. So,
that is super
fuck
long.
That. Fuck hair.
How do you live with that?
Hair. Huh?
How do you live with
hair?
that long hair?
It's hard, dude. It's hard.
If you want real hair, just look at Neil and I.
Seriously, you know what I have to do to tame this? I have like thick Italian hair. That's why it'll just stand right up. Look. Stand right up.
See, I'm like, I'm Norwegian and Scottish. I know what being hairy is like, but
yeah, right.
Wait till the tea kicks in.
I know. I'm so ready. It was so funny. I was at the Army, and I'm like, I was pre-T like the whole time I was at Army training, and I'm looking around. I'm like, I'm a pre-T trans guy, and I got more hair than most of these cis men.
What Ben doesn't know is that there's a secret pool going on amongst people involved with transatlantic about just how low his voice is going to go. There's a secret pool going on that I've now told the whole world about.
I've been documenting my vocal progress, and even with the work that I've put in on my own, just with speaking more in my lower register and singing more in my lower register, there are notes I should not be able to hit like pre-T that I've. Yeah, so I'm excited. I really hope I'm a bass. Like, please.
Right.
That'd be awesome. Ben's gonna sound like Barry White. can't get enough of your love, babe.
Can't get enough of your love, baby. I was joking about 95-pound person to have like the voice of Barry White. That's awesome.
This like 12, look like this 12-year-old kid walk into somebody's exam room like, "Sup, I'm your doctor."
So apparently, the problem that you're facing today is
I can't go there
your doctor.
I've jokes with Phoebe before that
And I'll be back.
I'm gonna turn into like this hunk like Dorito shaped man.
Spicy Dorito salsa
Spicy
man.
Dorito shaped man. I'm gonna like people on the YouTubes are gonna find where my medical clinic is, and I'm gonna walk into work one day and have like my entire schedule for the day full of people who want prostate exams, and I'll be like, "Yo, calm down."
Okay, that first one was a surprise, and I wasn't old enough to get those
calm
yet,
down.
but the doctor insisted on it, so it's just like.
Dorito.
Here's the question: did he use that glove properly?
Well, I didn't check where both hands were, so I mean.
They should be talking before touching. That is what we always say. Talk before touch.
No, it's fine. But it's fucking cold.
What if you told and
Yeah, you
up
don't
a
just
little
walk
bit,
up
man.
to somebody and go like, "Whack, how are you today?"
Those
No, yeah.
glove on, and one
Why are
of those
you
things
asking
you
me
rip
if
and
that
stick
feels
in there, and
good?
it heats your hand up.
Yeah, so they actually the first time that we learn how to do these in medical school, they
Hot pockets.
hire standardized patients to come and let us practice for the first
Standardized
time.
patients? What the
A
bloody hell
bunch
is
of
happening?
pervs are like, "I want a doctor to touch me." Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just people that they
No,
get
I-
hired to come in and let us practice, and it's really funny because they love to make us nervous and give us shit the entire time. like you get some like 50-year-old guy who like we're gonna do prostate exams on, and he's like, you're just shaking. You're like, okay, I hope I don't hurt this person. And he's like, little more to the left. And you're like, stop.
Hey,
That
Doc,
tank
hey,
right.
Doc,
What are you doing?
No,
hey,
though
Doc,
that makes
Doc,
me laugh.
Doc, just spit on it before you put it in there, if you don't mind.
So
Yeah,
you were
and-
talking.
and-
You're talking about a Dorito shaped man. I want to let's go around the horn with the people that are men, and just say what is your type of chip shape that you are. Neil, you can't use
that's
Pringles.
very
Those aren't
sexist. Why
chips.
can't I put in
Damn
my
it.
opinion on a chip?
I feel really left
Or
out.
okay,
here.
and ladies as well. Okay, well, you can figure out what kind of snack shape you are. I mean, someone
Can we
could
go
be
with
like,
the
I look,
non-binaries join?
yes,
Sure.
absolutely. I look like one of
Okay,
those rock
non-binaries
chips out of the
can
go.
garden.
Hey,
yes.
Hey B, this is inclusion.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to leave anybody out. Everybody, yeah, just moving over the fuck that hurdle.
Anyway, if you're a
Yeah.
member of the human race, you can now let everyone know what kind of snack
What kind of
food
snack chip you are.
shaped like.
Also, I can't bring my dog in here and then ask my dog.
No, because they can't talk. Okay, Phoebe, we got to draw the line somewhere here.
They can't consent.
They can't consent. Yeah.
And why are you giving your dog Cheetos? They should know what snacks are anyway.
I'll let you know the secret here. We don't have Cheetos in my country.
I thought you were gonna say you didn't have a dog.
You don't have Cheetos?
They don't have trade agreements either.
How are you
Okay,
guys
that's
gonna
it.
get fat like us Americans if you don't
I
have
heard that
Cheetos?
one.
No one go to the UK.
You don't have reconstituted shaped corn, you know?
I mean,
Actually,
I'm really
that's-
You're not
disappointed.
missing
Really, what are you gonna do? What next? Next, you don't have all our snack cakes either.
If you
How
go
are you
to
guys gonna
India,
stay fat like we are?
What I will say though is I am very much in the camp of Britons have the best potato-based snacks. Full stop.
no.
Sure.
Those are
Because
fine.
you're
Actually,
British?
Canada has the best potato snacks. And I'm not even from Canada.
Does
Well,
that
you've
go,
had some of our
are you
all-dressed,
power
didn't you?
leveling there or something?
All
Ben?
dressed chips are lit.
We
Like,
get them
just-
here in the States now, though, so they lose. We got their
But people-
we got their number one. They
But
got nothing
people
else
that are
now.
saying this, have
Yeah,
any
but
of
it's
you
not
ever
the same as the ones in
tried?
Canada.
Have you
They're not
ever
the same.
tried the kettle cook brand with the truffle and salt?
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
really fucking
Just
Okay,
how
but here's
much
what I
of a
hear.
Michelin-starred restaurant did you want to sound there?
Here's what I hear, though. What I hear, and okay, disclaimer: I have never been to prison. I have no plans on going to prison. But
good. Good call.
Not even
I
to
My
hear-
visit.
retirement program.
I hear that the
Your
whole
form of social
shebang
security.
chips that you get in prison are like the best. out of all of them.
Couldn't tell
Do you think
Never
that's
been.
just off of perspective because of the fact that their life sucks so bad, but just that one
It's-
snack that tastes
Potentially.
not the cafeteria
But
food,
people
but
are
kind of
selling
tastes like
these.
home and freedom?
People are
Maybe.
selling these for like $12 a bag.
$12
Okay, same reason. People,
US.
Well, that's
Like
'cause
on
prison is
Amazon, if you were to
slavery.
buy it, it's like $12. But also
oh, you mean
$12
outside of
US.
jail?
outside of prison, yeah.
Oh no, fuck that shit. Ain't no chip that good. No, I'm too cheap.
Ben, is this
I'll make my own.
US dollar, not
Yeah,
Canadian?
it's US dollars. It's US dollars. Yeah.
No,
12.
If it was Canadian
Like
dollars, it'd be
A
150.
bag? Or are you talking about like a bag?
I don't know how big the bags are.
$12 is just short of your firstborn in the United States.
Yeah, I better have a fucking
Chips.
case of chips for $12 fucking dollars, man.
But also
Well, I mean, I could get Monster Munch squares and McCoys for £12.
but also,
What
okay,
the hell are
like in
those?
all seriousness though, there's a since you don't have Cheetos
British.
in the UK.
We have
There's a-
Wotkits.
Yeah, no, but there's this chip. It's basically like Cheetos in India, but they have a masala flavor that is really good. But their
Ooh,
best
man.
flavor is like it's like a butter, but it's like spicy butter. It's like a chili butter,
Like
On
a
a
chili ghee. That'd be good.
kind
Chili
of.
ghee? Hell yeah.
Not as sweet as
Dirty
like
ghee.
ghee would be, but it's like, oh, it's so good. And I haven't found them outside of India, so like I need to go back to India and find those. But they're so good.
So when
my
you
God.
take me to India, you're going to introduce me to this snack.
Yes, absolutely.
Ben and
When
I have
you
plans of
take
going to
me
India. Ben and I, we know this is serious. This is a genuinely serious thing. We have discussed
I will
going
take
to
you to
together.
India. I will once COVID clears up. I will take you to India.
Yeah.
COVID's not clearing up.
Well, not in India at the moment, and not in the UK
Hold
at
on,
the moment. Even though in the UK on Monday, all COVID restrictions disappear thanks to Boris Johnson and his government. Yeah, the number of people going into hospital is doing that. Number of infections is doing that. Thank you, Delta variant and Delta Plus variant.
But they'll just, you know what? It's going to end up, and I'm sure of this now, that we're going to get a booster every year for the newest versions of COVID that are out there.
That's what I would expect. And I mean, if we're talking like the flu, like I mean, we're talking the same ballpark. So I mean, I'm not worried about that.
It's
But-
the same
I'm cool with
family of viruses.
I'm good with it
Same
too.
family.
And the thing is too, like coronaviruses have been around for a long time. It's just this specific type of coronavirus is new that we haven't really faced before. But I mean, coronavirus. Yeah, like coronaviruses have been on our boards for so long, and in fact, in medical education, they've had to clarify if we're going into a case study where this is this coronavirus, or if they're just talking about a previous coronavirus.
Generic coronavirus.
Yeah.
Anyway, we need to go around the horn.
With what?
Around the horn, snack chip. What snack chip is you?
Snack chip.
Is
Dorito.
it snack chip? Okay.
A spicy nacho
So
Dorito.
Ben wants to be a snack with doubles.
I'm already a snack. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ben's 5 foot tall.
I'm
Ben was
5
born
feet
a
tall.
snack.
Ben is not a snack, he is a feast.
I am bite-sized.
It's gonna be hilarity ensuing when Ben and I get into the same time zone and we stand next to each other because I am 6'4".
Like me, yeah.
Yeah, I am 6'4".
Hey,
and
Phoebe, just think, no matter where you go, no matter where you guys hang out, you will always have a very nice armrest.
Don't talk about smalls that way.
Hey, I'm short
I do-
too. I can't
I
even
do
pick on
Brazilian
Ben. I'm only like
jiu-jitsu. I can take
5.5 inches taller than him. So
I can take her. I got this.
you got it.
Okay, everybody, clear
Oh
the
no!
room.
Don't
clear
wrestle
the room.
me on the ground. Oh no!
I've
don't do
already
that.
challenged Phoebe. Faithless Forum. We're having a grappling match in my room.
That is
You're
assuming
gonna be a
Faithless
Faithless
Forum
Forum?
is actually taking
Oh,
place.
is that what they call them now?
This is true.
Grappling matches.
I've seen some videos like that.
Yeah, same.
That's on OnlyBards. I'll have you know that's on OnlyBards.
Cue the sexy music. So,
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
I've been really trying, babe.
Anyway, let's go round the horn.
We can keep trying. That's fun.
Okay,
Crunchy Cheeto.
what chip are you, sauna lady?
What chip am I? I'd like to say I'm a Monster Munch, but no one in this room will know what a Monster Munch is.
Doesn't count. Only American chips count.
Yes, that's right, America.
Yeah, because I could be like, I'm an Arnott's lemon crisp, and people can be like, "What the fuck is that?" Shits are delicious, though. Get some of those.
You're gonna have to just skip me and come back because Ben is creating new rules that eliminate all of the potato-based snacks I could be.
Hey, it's
I
my
haven't even decided yet, so I have no idea.
Look, Monster Munch, wonderful Monster Munch.
Oh, those are Cheetos.
They look
They
like
are
a
not
Funyun.
Cheetos.
They look like
They're
a
Cheetos.
Funyun.
They
Damn
look
it, don't
like
take mine.
Annie's. They look like Annie's version of Cheetos that are healthier. That's
So like the worst.
It's a
They are
Funyun.
not healthy in any way.
What
shape,
did
or
you
form.
say, Ben? The worst.
So like the worst ones.
Those Annie snacks are nuts.
I could be a square. A Walker's square.
That's for squares.
That's the actual name of them. Squares. If I had some squares left, but
Man.
I was doing an interview last night.
Squares
I
means
prefer
nothing to me.
boxes.
Squares.
Oh, never mind. Different topic. Sorry.
Well, Britain has I could have been a Golden Wonder, or a What's It.
What?
Golden
You should
Wonder.
just go around calling yourself a golden wonder. Be like, I'm a golden wonder.
I could have been an extra ridged McCoy.
It's better than being
Ooh.
a golden shower.
That's only bards, not here.
We went to golden. How did we get to golden showers, guys? Like how?
I
how does
don't
the
even
conversation
know.
I
steer
said
its
Golden
way
Wonder, which
into
is an
becoming
actual
that.
type
Something
of crisp.
about squares, and I thought boxes, and then I went right
We-
to I don't know.
Yeah,
and then
we went from dead bodies to donuts to back to
Golden
dead
showers.
bodies to chips.
Yeah, I'm trying to steer it away.
That's the proper order of things, Ben. I don't understand what the problem is here.
Now we're
I
into
don't know
water
either. These
sports.
people are
Oh
weird.
boy.
Yeah.
I told you we have a bizarre community. It's just how we roll.
Is your wife
I
a
never know what
goa?
we're going to be talking about.
You know what I mean?
We have
Know
a
what I
lot
mean?
of-
That's what I mean.
We have a
Yeah,
lot of
oh.
army people here right now too.
We're going on Neil's stream. Just hang on a second.
We got a lot of army people in here right now.
Oh, I thought you were shaking the
Oh,
etch a
you
sketch
do.
there for a second.
I don't know what it was,
No,
really.
it's a
It's the
medium.
same difference.
I didn't
Plants
have
versus
the thing
aliens
steering
or
wheel shaped.
whatever.
I could
But
grab
yeah.
this.
Yes, Neil, I suggest that if you
Gotta
want
get creative.
if you want people to think of Britain in a snack, look up What's It.
Oh yeah.
Is that
That sounds
W-O-T?
British.
What?
I have
Wow,
posted how you
forever.
spell it correctly if you want to do what you did with the monster.
Sounds
Munch again.
like it's illegal.
What?
That's pretty much it. What?
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 Sorry,
what?
sorry.
Is
that?
it W-H-U-T or O-T?
No, it's
What?
W-O-T.
I'm done.
What's it? Oh, those are just cheese
Those
puffs.
are Cheetos. Those are
They're
Cheetos.
not made of
Cheetos
cheese.
or-
Look,
Burgers
second
or
row,
Lay's
very
cheese
right.
puffs.
Look.
Yeah, see, I told you. Those are puffs, man.
Cheetos.
Don't tell me
yeah.
about. Look, I've smoked pot most of my life. Don't tell me about snacks. I know my snacks.
And I'm
I
a
can
fat
look at
kid.
them and
You
tell you
can't-
what's in them.
Well, all I can say.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, what?
I'm all about those international snacks these days,
Oh,
too.
hold on, man. I got hair in my mouth.
That's why I make them trim, Neil. Gotta learn the lessons, man.
I think
Oh,
Am I next?
salted
Who's
toasted
next?
corn. Oh,
So corn
I
nuts.
love corn. I am a corn.
I
nut.
got those, but like barbecue flavor in an MRE this summer.
Nice.
Just
I would have
lit.
traded them. I don't like barbecue flavor.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
just
You
pour
Americans have
chili and put
flavors,
some
please
cheese
tell
on
me
Unless
top
about
it's
of it.
flavors.
spicy barbecue. I'll do spicy barbecue.
Well, no,
Please
one's
tell
a
me.
wind filter. The
This
other
is
one's a
why,
pop
Russ.
filter. Russ.
Because when he gets really high and drunk, he goes more.
Yeah.
That's why.
a muffin,
And
one's
now
a
I've eaten ammo.
He just does it all the time. Yeah, so you don't want to hurt your mic, man.
Ooh.
Who wants to pick corn out of their mic, really?
Okay. I'm going to drop something. I'm going to drop an article in here, and I want to know how many of these are in America, or what your equivalent of these is. So if Neil can stick this up and then go through these.
Neil,
Stick of what? Where?
The answer is garbage.
stick something up, Neil. Stick something up.
So there's an
somewhere.
article here that has a list of British snacks, or this
No,
article claims to be iconic British potato-based crisps.
Okay.
Yeah, so
How many of these are in America, or what is your equivalent?
garbage.
Can
First
we,
of all,
They are
let
American
people-
garbage.
I want to Neil. Lemonade in Canada is actually just like lemon juice and sugar, right?
Do you have our whites?
It's lemon juice, water, and sugar, basically. If you
yeah,
buy
yeah,
the
yeah,
bottled
yeah.
shit, but at home you can actually make real.
No,
you can
but
make
in England it is not just lemon, water, and sugar. It's carbonated. Is it? Am I right there, Sauna?
It has to be carbonated, or is it?
See, there you go.
Or is it not lemonade in the UK?
There you go, guys.
It's carbonated and it's lemonade. It's not carbonated. It's just syrup water.
Welcome
We're
to
gonna
most
like
of the
things
drinks in
differently.
America.
Syrup
Carbonated?
water.
Is it my turn? Whose turn is next?
Sure, go ahead. I don't know.
We got to one person.
We got
We've
one
gone
person.
through one person.
Every
We're-
time we
Dude,
start,
we
we've
got
already
through two
restarted
people.
3 times, and
We've
we've
got
still
through
had that
two
one
people.
person.
We've got through 2 people. We've got
All right,
through
hit it,
Ben and Sauna, and that's it.
Okay, hit it, B.
Oh, I haven't even decided yet.
All right,
oh
hit it,
no,
Tweet.
okay.
Wait.
So you're
what?
talking about
I wasn't allowed this kind of.
Hold on.
This kind of.
Hold on. I got a question. Is it my favorite kind of chip or the kind of chip that would describe me as a person?
No, it's your
That
body
one.
shape.
It's your body shape.
Oh, my body shape? Oh God. It would have to be the hard Cheetos from back in the day or something because I'm like blah. I don't know. Body shape. I don't know. Do they make like teardrop shaped chips with legs?
Yes, that's a Monster Munch.
That is not the same. That looks like I would have a skirt on.
Or you could have a quaver. You could be a quaver.
You know what? One more time, lady, and that's it. Don't call me that again. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what it is.
You don't
I
even
have
know
no
what quavers are.
No idea. No idea.
There's those
No,
weird
it's
people that
like-
live in Pennsylvania and they like.
No,
With
those
the
are
weird shit on their head.
Quakers.
Oh, that's a tree.
And not
No.
quiver. That's more like what we get women to do. But then, well,
No,
there's
the
one or two of us
shakers
on
don't.
here.
You
I don't know about
won't
the rest
find
of you.
shakers anymore.
So it's not quiver, it's quave.
No, that's what's on my table.
But a shaker. You've got a shaker on your table. You've got problems, mate.
Who doesn't?
He's
I got
just a
salt,
little fella.
pepper, and like Cajun seasoning. So I mean,
Yeah, a little shaker.
We have them in mills in the UK.
Oh, grinders, yeah.
Does that
Right.
same
Mill,
rule
it's a
apply about the
pepper mill.
only 3 times you're playing with it? 1, 2,
4
3.
times.
Gotta stop.
All right, Swede, what about you?
That's a grinder.
No, it's a mill.
Well, it technically is a pepper mill. Whatever. No, I love you. I'm just kidding.
Swede's a fucking Andy Cap hot fry. That's what he is.
He is spicy.
Sweet.
No,
He's
I'm a
spicy.
Frito twist.
Oh, nice choice.
If you had to, which flavor would be chili cheese?
Are there any chips that are like look like they're cut open in the middle and have like that scar? Because that one would be sweet.
A Gardetto.
Oh, the Monster Munch.
Look, we all can't just be a bunch of monster munchers
Look,
running around.
I'll do mine. I'm a pepperoni pizza combo. That's what I am.
Damn
I mean, I do like the
Those
fact
are
that munch is in the
addicting.
word, though. I'm just saying. I
Those
do
are
like
Because
that
Those
part.
I'm
legit.
crusty on the outside, but all squishy and soft in the middle. Yeah,
They're so delicious, though.
and not good for you.
What is it you said?
Pepperoni pizza combo.
Oh,
Oh, I love combo.
I like the cheddar cheese ones with
They're
the
terrible.
with not
pizza
the
ones are the
pretzel, but
best.
the bread-ish coating.
The pizza
They
pretzels
are-
are the best.
Fucking
pretzel
loaded with
coating.
sugar. They're so bad for you. There's
Talking,
nothing real about them, but they're
talking
so
of snacks
good.
that have got too much sugar in them. Did anybody?
All of our snacks have too much.
No.
Everything
No,
in America has
Everything
too
has
much
sugar
sugar
in
in
it.
it. No, really. Subway bread is not considered bread because
that's
it has too
what
much
I was
sugar in
getting
it.
at. That's what I was about to get at because it's got too much sugar in it. Also,
That's how bad
what-
it is.
What
I told that
legally
shit to my
is
brother, and he's like, "I'm still eating them."
tuna.
Excuse me. Why didn't
It's just
anyone
your
tell me
show.
that my mic was muted?
Because we were enjoying it. We were enjoying it.
No, I didn't know you were talking. How would I know?
I have
couldn't
been
hear
funny as
you.
fuck for the past hour, and none of it has gone on the air.
No. We heard you talking like 8 or 9
Yeah.
minutes ago.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
maybe you might have.
You were
bumped
talking
it.
about the corn and everything. We
I
heard
bet-
all of that.
I
And
bet
the
what
pop
it-
You were
It
talking
happened
about
since
steering
Maximum
wheels.
overdrive.
I
That's
think
what's
you.
going
I
on.
think you popped it when you were doing the steering wheel thing.
I love that stupid movie.
Oh.
I think that's what
Oh,
happened.
yeah, it's
Also,
awesome.
Phoebe.
Possible.
Hello,
Phoebe.
Cody.
That's the
Every
last time
time-
that Stephen King directed a movie.
Yeah.
Every time you say Monster Munch, I think of the Monster Mash, and it's stuck in my head.
The Transylvanian.
Okay.
Well, okay, we need to invest in some knickknacks then. Ribbon sauce knickknacks are wonderful.
It was the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
Hello, Randolph.
Hello.
It was a
Atheism is normal.
graveyard smash.
Sonic could be
Monster
completely
Mash.
fucking with us with the name of these snacks, and we'd just be going along with it.
Neil,
You know, I love the
destroy,
the
dispel.
Bard's Quibbly Wibblies,
Please
and they're
click
just
on
amazing.
send
Let me tell
and
you.
show people that these snacks exist.
Wait! Hold on, everybody. We have Randolph. It's a very
Wow.
important moment.
And QG.
Hi, Randolph.
here.
Hi.
He is a white cheddar puffy Cheeto. That's what
Yeah.
Me?
I'm
Me
on
or
board with that.
Randolph?
Randolph.
Oh yeah, Randolph's
from the
a white cheddar
description-
Cheeto.
Just
Well,
from
hang
the
on, hang on.
description, I have to agree.
Hang on. What we're doing, Randolph, is we're identifying like what potato chip or snack food like that would we identify? Like what
Just
would be
my
our
blonde
body
isn't-
It
shape?
must come from a
Physically.
foil seal bag, I think.
Yeah,
is
with
what
that
we
light,
can
with that
tell.
lighting.
I guess my blonde isn't coming through as well as it usually
I
does.
think
You still look like a,
actually worked
you still
out
look
that
like
I-
a white cheddar Cheeto.
White cheddar
White.
Cheeto puff. Yeah.
I'm actually a Walker's French fry. That's what I am. I am a Walker's French fry.
Maybe it sounds like maybe I need to lose some weight. Okay.
I was gonna
No,
say
don't
white
take it
cheddar.
personally.
I was gonna say white cheddar popcorn.
Yeah, that's
White
good
cheddar.
too.
Hey, at least a puff is like this. I'm like, So shut up, Randolph.
That's
I
the
like the
extra puff.
popcorn
At
idea.
least you're equally puffy, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
like the
at least
popcorn
It
idea.
matters.
he's
I
not
like
a
the
cylinder. You know,
I like the popcorn idea because that Mikey mentioned because it reminds me of a troll account I used to run on Google Plus called Popcorn.
Wait,
I knew
somebody just mentioned Google Plus. Oh dear.
Oh, you remember it
Showing
too?
your age.
yeah, I was on it.
I know somebody that
technically-
worked on it. I used to date somebody who worked on it.
You know
I think
about the
I was a-
management problems then.
Yes,
I think I was
I
a
also
truck
know how
driver
they just
when
went,
Google Plus was out.
hey, Google employees, you don't work on what you normally work on. We're defeating Facebook today.
It's a shame they shut that down. It was such a good setup for good conversations. Yeah, Twitter's too short.
Nobody used it.
No.
Nobody at all.
What about you, QG? What do you think?
I don't know how many of you remember this, but somebody found a flaming hot Cheeto in the shape of Harambe that sold for $100,000.
Oh wow!
That
That's
Next
the one
time.
you identify with.
that is so specific and
That's
so
so works for you.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's like saying I identify as the blue Smarty thief.
Cheetos out for Harambe.
You asked.
Oh my.
And the sad thing is I think it was like 15,000 18-year-olds voted for him. And I was like, and this is the country they want me to stay in. No, we're good.
Wait,
you
I
go-
just realized the snack I am. Can I say it real quick?
Yeah.
I am a nice, crispy, salty potato chip covered with caramel and dark chocolate. That's what the fuck I am.
The dark chocolate on the top, right?
Sea salt.
Bitter on the outside, sweet in the middle, and then some crumbly center.
No, yeah, I'm creamy and tasty
Whoa.
and savory, and then goes to the caramely, sweet, sticky, gooey center,
Real dark
and
chocolate
then
is incredibly
all the
bitter.
way in, there's a little bit of a crunch.
But real dark chocolate is really, really bitter.
No, not that nasty.
What
90%.
percentage are we talking?
Anything over 60 and over is dark chocolate. Sunshine, I know this. I'm a chocoholic. You
Yeah, but
can't talk to
haven't
me about
been
chocolate.
specific yet.
I will
have
show you the
not
chocolate I have
specified.
right now. Hold on.
Come on, then, come on, bring it, bring it, come
And this is
on.
what started the chocolate war of 2021. Right here on
Cadbury's
Neil
for the
Free.
win. Hershey's in the bin.
Whatever. Did you see me flip you off by accident just now? I said whatever, and I realized I was doing this.
I'm a
Yeah,
human
British.
trash can.
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't care what chocolate is. I'm gonna eat it.
Nah, man. I can't. I can almost feel. almost feel that. When you get down to like Palmer's and that Christmas and Easter chocolate that is in the foil and is in the shape of like a bunny or a Santa Claus, that shit is nasty. It's not even real
MRE
chocolate.
is for the.
I will
that's
not
fine.
dip that
I'm
low.
okay.
That's one of the reasons I won't dip that low. I got standards.
Chocolate oranges.
I
are the
don't
best
have to
food
eat
of
that
all
shit
time.
anymore. I eat good shit now.
Chocolate oranges are the best. Smack it and unwrap. It's heaven.
Diabetes in a baseball size package. Come on now. Who can't?
There was a problem with the UK marketing for Terry's chocolate oranges. It says, "You can hold a snowball in your mouth for as long as you want," was the marketing slogan. Because they had white chocolate eggs, and somebody said, "Try and hold a snowball in your mouth for as long as possible."
What?
That sounds
Isn't that like the snow cones?
That sounds so British that it hurts.
Yeah, that's a very British thing to say.
That's
snowballing.
Snowman's. He's like, what did I hear that? What?
I mean, M&M's melt in your mouth, melt in your mouth, but not in your hand. So I mean,
that's not.
But that's
true.
not the most
Man.
monumental failure of marketing across cultures. It's when Coca-Cola tried to launch the Dasani company into the UK, and they had young male and female models throwing water over themselves with the phrase, "Throw spunk over yourself, put spunk in your life." Spunk
there
in
you
the
go.
UK is semen.
Yeah, that's what they want.
Get some
Yeah, I've
spunk
heard
in
the
your
reference.
life.
that couldn't have been an accident.
No, it was a genuine accident, and then 6 months later, Dasani pulled out of the UK when it was found out they were bottling tap water and adding cancer to it.
Adding cancer?
They were adding bromide to it.
How do you add
carcinogens.
cancer? Oh, bromide.
They were adding high levels of bromide that they then stuck under UV light that is a severe carcinogen to tap water.
I found a
Because
picture of
Coca-Cola company.
puffs.
Are those puffed corn?
Could be
Are
worse.
those-
It's white cheddar corn puffs. Yeah.
Could be worse. You could be Nestle with what they do to water.
Other than just sell it for exorbitant prices to people who need water.
Well, they
Randolph, see if you
they
can
would
find
stick-
one giant corn puff.
They
like
would
with
stick
legs
a
in the face.
vacuum for water down a child's throat if they could make money off of it.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Are
you going to say beef jerky?
I think I'm a bugle.
Oh.
Oh my God, that's so perfect. You can just hold them right on top of your finger.
Yeah, I'd have little claws.
Which claws?
With little claws, and then you can just eat them.
Which flavor?
There's
original.
We have flavors in Canada. I assume they
I
all
know
come from
we
the
have
US.
them too, but that's blasphemy. You don't mess with corn bugles.
I don't know. I kind of like the
Phoebe,
ranch
take
ones.
that away.
There's ranch ones?
Yeah, there's barbecue ones, I think too.
You know,
I would probably like that.
Those are the
Ranch
three I've
ones,
seen.
There's cheddar ones. There's barbecue ones. There's sour cream and onion ones.
Oh,
There's
now you might have my
ranch
interest.
ones? There's
There's
ranch
what?
ones?
Ranch?
I think I saw there was ranch ones.
Yeah.
There's ranch ones.
Yeah,
Yep.
ranch ones.
Yeah.
I miss Munchos. We haven't had Munchos up here in years.
Oh my
have
God, those things are
What are you
so
talking about?
salty and yet so.
I haven't
fucking
seen them in the
good.
grocery stores near me.
Really? Oh.
They're
Yeah.
everywhere here.
I'll have to grab some
Frito-Lay's-
for you next time I see them.
Frito-Lay distributes those, so they're everywhere.
I just need to make a trip across the border once I know I can get back into Canada.
Yeah.
You'll be stuck down here in the asylum with the rest of us.
Leaving the country now is easy. Getting back in is the problem.
And then the guys at the board like, click. See you later.
Enjoy your stay. What do you mean? You'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's
Never leave.
across the border.
Don't forget your towel.
It's
forget your towel.
America has become Hotel California.
Yeah.
Don't forget to bring your towel.
Or Escape from New York.
Yeah. X, what did you say yours was? I think he might be on the phone. What about you, Neil? What's your snack?
Gummy bears.
Yeah. No, I thought it had to be
Chips. I thought it had to be
some sort of
chips.
Chip. Yeah, some kind of chip.
Some
I
kind of
think
chip.
we've
Yep.
expanded to foil-sealed bag containing.
No.
Cocktail. Chris.
No
See, look,
cheating.
I am now Skips.
It's way too late to go back. Nope.
So what? So you're going to deny? You're going to deny me?
Yes.
You're going to deny me?
Yes.
Well, because you keep making new one like every 10 minutes. So, you know, I'm gonna
Yeah,
which
Sauna
one are
lady,
you?
We're done with you.
You shall not pass.
So what chip is you there, Neil?
Well,
Neil is a
you know-
space raider.
You know when you buy them the regular bag of Lay's, and every once in a while you pull that one chip out that's like that big.
Obsessively large ruffle.
Like like you pull it out, you're like, "Fuck, this is bigger than my head." You know? And somehow it didn't get broken on the trip down. Right? So and you eat this thing, like they're huge, like big ones. That's me. I'm that mutant large, regular old potato chip. That's that's getting clipped. I know it. Tons of mice like.
Mutant potato chip score.
Yeah.
Best meme ever.
Hey Jeff. Oh, thanks for the 5 pound. What do they call those things? Super chats.
Yeah, those.
I'm sorry. The gummies have affected me.
I was gonna say he knew that answer pre-gummy.
Or is it
gummy?
Drinking on anticoagulants?
What?
Or is it drinking on anticoagulants that's affecting?
I had a beer that took me a half an hour to drink. I think I'm okay.
Your
It was
blood
the
is now
gummy.
doubly thin. It's carrying half as much oxygen to your
Stop
brain.
Stop it. Blood thinners don't actually thin your blood. They just make it so that it can't clot. So you
Then why do they call it blood thinners?
I don't know. They should call it
Colloquial
anticoagulants.
term. It's a colloquial term.
Because if you
So
go
do I need to make a video on blood thinners now? Is that
Yes,
what's happening?
please. Yes, Ben, please.
Listen. It's
Ben,
easier than
have
going,
donuts, put the legs
hey,
on.
you're on anticoagulants. Because people go, you're what?
I don't have no coagulants. I
They're
don't
blood
need
thinners.
anticoagulants.
Why am I anting something?
So blood thinners, they target each class of blood thinners targets a different area of a different part of the pathway of the coagulation cascade. So, wow. Okay, Phoebe, I won't even.
No, this sounds
really
interesting.
I studied this 30 years ago, so you can continue if you want.
Yeah, why can't I use Eliquis? Why do I have to use warfarin?
Rat poison.
It actually
You're taking rat
depends.
poison.
A lot of that depends on what pathway of the coagulation cascade that you want to inhibit. And so you have the intrinsic pathway and the extrinsic pathway. And this is a lot more than I can cover in this amount of time. My God.
Inhibit, hop.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
There's a
Why
lot.
do you think Derek? Why do you think Gorilla's laughing?
The reason I ask is because warfarin is the only thing I can use with the mechanical valve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go into that with you specifically. It's going to take a lot for me to explain all of that. But
why are you giving your medical degree away for free?
Because they don't have the rest of the degree. Like I've studied a lot more than one pathway in my time. So.
Like I can explain how the order processing works from like the point that you click buy the stock all the way to the order action transmission system, and that's not giving away my finance degree.
No, but that's like finding out how the sausage is made. Nobody really cares.
Called politicians.
I will be back momentarily, guys.
It's late, Neil. You need to get to bed, sir.
No,
Well,
I need
yeah,
to
it's
get to
9:30.
bed.
It's
He's got
early
half
here.
an
It's
hour.
5:30 here.
10 p.m. is his bedtime, and then I start.
Oh,
the
10 p.m.
wait
Sorry.
test.
I was looking at my 10 o'clock. My 10 o'clock is not your 10 o'clock. That's right.
I stole one of your
9:30.
co-hosts today.
9:25.
No, actually, X rather, it's 10:25, and I'm going to bed.
You stole
Thank
one
you,
of my
all
what,
you
Mikey?
brilliant people. I'm going to get out of here. Ben, it was great getting to know you, and you have a new subscriber, and I hit the all on the bell, so anytime you do some stuff, I'll check it out.
Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, and
I'm
I'll
be
spread you
subscribing
around
too.
Twitter a little bit, just if you can find me on there.
I'll be
Awesome.
subscribing
Yeah.
too. Yep.
Bye, everybody. Thank you,
Good
Neil.
night.
Good to see you.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
I'm gonna get a couple blood thinner videos out and just tag Neil in all of them.
My new victim.
I'm going to subscribe to your channel too.
Awesome,
Now,
I appreciate it.
I have a question about blood thinners. Is that just kind of like when vampires want like a light beer?
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
vampire bats have something in their saliva that keeps blood from coagulating, so they can continue to drink and drink and drink.
So do mosquitoes. That's what
Yeah,
it
that's
has a
correct.
reaction to.
Yeah.
So I was right.
See, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind the mosquitoes if they didn't leave an itchy spot afterwards.
But they don't with all people.
There are some people who are employed to just give their arms over and stick them in a tank of mosquitoes in labs so that they can just keep doing research on them.
Oh, very
only
much
the
mine.
fem-
You can get West Nile or Zika from that shit. No thanks.
Does that
Malaria.
But
I
here's
don't
the
think they're
thing,
wild.
only,
Yeah. That
only
one's my
only female mosquitoes will bite you.
That's right.
And I think they're raised in captivity, so they've never been out picking up West Nile.
Yes, they've never been out picking up
Yeah.
dengue or
That's
something.
That's what they all say.
It's a
Until one of
conspiracy.
them
I
comes
was
back
raised in
from the fuck
captivity.
tent, and
So what you're
When did
telling
this become? Since when did this become an episode of InfoWars?
so what you're telling me right now is the females are the bloodsuckers?
Yes, and I'm the only one here, so all of you.
Where are you going with that? No.
I'm just asking the question based on the information I was given. The females are the bloodsuckers.
Guess who's not getting married anymore?
No, it's
are
cool.
you sure? Are you sure you like Chicago teams, Mikey? I think you're a Detroit fan.
Oh, ouch. You didn't have to hurt me so deep.
You want to know how I got these scars?
It's I always talk shit when she's in bed, because then like when she's awake, I be shutting up, but when she leave, I be talking again.
Oh, you're a coward.
What do you expect from somebody who lives in Gary, Indiana?
I fucking hate you.
Ebo.
Smokey back here taking a shit.
I'll be back in a few minutes, you animals.
You said that already.
I ain't telling nobody else.
Hey, he's left us in charge of the asylum. Ooh,
Who's in charge now?
You actually.
Give me $1. I'll come back and clean that up for you later.
It is your episode, so
It's your after party, so you can do what you want. It's your party.
It's your party.
All right, get ready for a lecture, everyone. Kidding,
Everybody
we're not
get
going to
your-
do
get
that.
your
Oh
notepad
yeah,
ready.
coagulants. Yeah.
Oh
This
yeah.
is where things start getting thrown at student Dr. Ben by the blood-sucking sauna lady, as I now am.
Blood-sucking sauna lady. This is how we get malaria.
My kids used to call the mosquitoes when we were really young. They used to call them little vampires.
So here's my question. While we're on the vampire conversation, do you think, I guess this is more a question for me, asking myself, but do
Let us know how it turns out.
do I, as the supposed medical expert on this chat, think that vampires would transmit malaria and dengue and such?
Yes,
That's
of course they
QG.
would, because
QG.
But
Go
here,
ahead.
no, because not all bloodsuckers transmit the same diseases. For
Here's a
example, like
question.
we have.
What is the transmission pathway of these diseases from the host to the unfortunate?
Exactly, like we're talking life cycle here, and
Right.
and think about it too, because
And death cycle.
because something is
I like that.
transmitted by blood does not mean it's transmitted by the same organisms. Like not all mosquitoes, like you're not going to get babesia or like Lyme disease from a
disease.
mosquito. Which babesia, I guess I should
Not
explain.
yet.
But babesia is basically, it's like malaria, but it's tick transmitted in the like the northeastern United States. So if you have somebody who looks like they have malaria, but it's in the U.S., it's probably babesia. But so would a vampire transmit mosquito diseases, or would they transmit different diseases, or would they transmit
Vampire
diseases
diseases.
at all?
Both. And STDs. Not that I know.
If they're not,
They would
very-
just leave a really annoying hickey.
That lasts forever.
Yeah. Because
For
with
all
its
time.
own puncture wounds, just around here. Just here.
I almost got bit by a vampire once.
And
That
you
sounds
enjoyed it.
traumatizing. Do you
Would
need
it-
to talk about it?
would an incel vampire?
Hey, okay, I'll go into social worker mode. I mean, I haven't got to be at work for like 4 hours, but I'm going into social worker mode. Come on.
Would an incel vampire have STDs?
Probably not.
It depends on where they have acquired it from.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Violent Steed.
Are they sharing Hughes needles, for example?
Yeah, that's true.
If you're a vampire and you're still using drugs, give up. Just stop. Just do the healthy thing at that point.
Or you're just
drink blood.
Or you're just
Nothing
immortal.
else is required. And Ben is in the top corner going, "What the fuck is going on here?"
I'm still trying to think in my head about what diseases vampires transmit. So,
Well, it depends on what they're carrying. But if you're interested, you can look up a book called The Zombie Autopsy. It's written by a physician. He's actually a psychiatrist. And my partner who works in mental health read it like 10 years ago when it came out. And she said it was so medically accurate. Like she was blown away with like how realistic it was because the detail they got into about how zombieism could actually occur and all this kind of stuff. And so she just wrote an email one day to the author and they started this dialogue back and forth because they're both medical professionals and they were going on about zombies for months. It was hilarious. So it is, I didn't read it myself, but apparently it's a really interesting book because it's written by somebody who like reduces zombieism to an actual scientific thing. So you could write one about vampires. You could make a whole book out of this.
Traditional zombie, like the original zombies, or are we talking like the Shamblers? Or
I don't know. I'd have to ask her.
Like
what it
the serpent in the rainbow kind of like zombie. You know?
I think it was something to do with like cordyceps, right? You know that cordyceps is leapt from ants and other insects.
The fungus
the fungus thing that takes over the brain. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's the backstory to Last of Us, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that was the premise of the book. I mean, I just picked it up for her at the comic book shop one day, and she read it like a weekend, and she was like, "Oh, this was so good! Like, I can't get over how accurate this is." And then she came home from work one day, and she's like, "I just randomly emailed the author, and it turns out that, we have all this stuff in common. We both work in mental health. We both have a background in medicine, so it was funny."
Oh, I guess I should address something in the chat really quick. But yes, Student Dr. Ben is my channel name, so you will find me under that name on YouTube.
There's probably a link from Neil's YouTube description as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and Neil says zombies are possible, and of course they are, Neil. Jesus was one.
No, he was a lich.
Oh.
Yeah, Jesus was a lich.
Yes, he was. Yes, somebody beat me to the punch of jumping in there with that, and I feel slighted here by all these men that are around me.
Don't make this a misogyny discussion.
I didn't. No, you did.
Just because a man got something right doesn't mean it's misogynistic.
Hey, look, my brand of feminism is not that you're all misogynist, it's just that I'm better.
Well, I mean, the UK people are known for being wrong about just about everything. So.
Yeah, how's that empire working out for you?
Yeah.
We exported it to America, and look how it's going for them.
No, I'm fully aware ours is shite. So
yeah,
you created this. Watching Dad.
Hey, we walked away. We gave up on empires, and now America's trying to do empires, and Canada goes, hey, don't bother.
You started it though.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing, actually.
If we started with the French, or was it the French that started it?
I know, but it wasn't us.
Was it the Spanish?
Let's just all blame Spain. They deserve it.
No, blame Portugal.
No, you blame Portugal.
Blame Portugal.
Yeah.
Blame Portugal.
I want that on a fucking t-shirt. Somebody ask you what that means.
Or we could just do what everyone else did in the early 20th century, just blame Germany. Germany.
And you see how well that turned out for the rest of us when you keep blaming Germany?
Yeah, World War II, and then the Cold War and the rise of the Soviet Union.
They tend to get angry and push back when you blame them for stuff.
Let's just go ahead and keep on taxing that Weimar Republic. What's the worst that could happen?
Austrians. An Austrian is the worst that could happen.
Can we just blame Swede? Not the Swedish, but Irish Swede. Can we just blame him?
Oh!
For all of it.
Well, you can't blame the Irish because I'm pretty sure they've not done really very much off their island.
No, the Catholic Church ruined Ireland.
That's
Jesus.
No, the English fucking ruined.
They ruined a lot of places.
Well, yeah, and then they decided whatever the fuck nuts his name was that created his own Anglican church decided I'm gonna fuck Ireland too.
I haven't had my turn yet.
That's what I think of the English right there. Fuck them.
Do we have time?
Do we have time? Well, we don't want to too bad about that whole sports ball incident you guys just had.
Oh, you mean where the mask fell off completely?
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, that reaction to the
Fucking Pretty
Black
Patel,
Flag was
fuck Boris Johnson,
bad.
fuck a pair of them, fuck the entire conservative establishment, fucking nasty pieces of work that they are. The England football team are the epitome of what England is. The Conservative government and all of the idiots that are corralling around it are a past nonsense that we need to just eliminate from English society because they are just horrendous.
Yeah, rant of somebody that was yelling about the fact that the people were throwing fits over it and saying we're just a nation of wankers, and I was just like, "Fuck, that's funny."
So, I saw on the internet, and I shared with Ben, somebody who had stuck an 8-inch flare up their arse and claimed to be an England football fan. No, you're a moron.
The flare goes in your mouth, you fool. It's an analgesic.
My question, though, is, is Labour any better? Is Labour for decolonizing Northern Ireland? If not, then they're just as bad.
Well, I think that the current position is Northern Ireland. We don't talk about it. We just let it go. Northern Ireland's become its own country, and then we can run away. We ran away from Europe. We ran away from Europe. Let's run away from Ireland as well.
Can't run away from all your problems. Believe me, I tried.
Trust me, the English have been trying to run away from all their problems for many, many years.
Just outside of Barstow when the drugs kicked in.
That's the British wit I was always wondering when it's going to come up. There, it's perfect.
I had something. Oh, what's your favorite? Here's another round the horn. I'm not going to type it because I'm
tired, bored,
not
ambidextrous.
Playing a video game.
Just like me.
Yeah, X got me fucking juiced. I was like, I want to play something.
I'll have to send you a link to my realm.
I'm not playing Minecraft.
Oh man, come on.
I've tried to play Minecraft. I can't do it. I haven't got the patience for it.
What's your favorite thing to do in the house when everybody else is gone?
Donald ducking around the house, or Porky Pigging it around the house.
You only do that when everyone's gone?
Oh.
I got 3 kids, man. I can't just do that with the whole family here. I could do it in front of my wife, but she would just be like,
"Human body's natural." But
this is only a novelty if you
don't
live on your own.
Oh, so if you live by yourself, what was the thing you like to do when you just had the house to yourself? I'll go first. I like to get high and clean the house while singing The Men of La Mancha.
Really?
That's my shiz night.
Huh? I mean, the cleaning the house I get. The Man from La Mancha I'm not sure about.
That's one of my favorite musicals.
No.
One of the top 5. Or it doesn't have to be that specific one, but there is music and me singing at the top of my lungs with some Bluetooth headphones on. Just fucking vacuuming and wiping shit down. That or washing the car. All right.
Well, Ben, I'm pretty sure I know what Ben's is. Ben is just sitting there doing medical simulator work. Or BJJ.
No, because I only do those when other people are watching. If I'm alone, I just sing at the top of my lungs. Like, just
yeah. Are you the person at the stoplight who forgot their window was a little bit cracked? You just hear, what? Just coming out of the...
Probably, yeah. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
You ain't getting that high ever again, Ben.
That's
me. I could never get that high. I was already an alto. So.
That's me when the Carpenters come on. Anytime.
The only way how you're getting that high is with help from something else.
I'm a tenor. I have a really ridiculous range.
Yeah, I technically, even with my female voice, like fit into a tenor. So...
Don't let the darkness come on. Oh, I believe in a thing called love with all the windows down. They got to know.
They had one album and then they just disappeared.
That's good enough for me. They did it right. Did it proper. All right, who's next? Sauna Lady, what's the one thing you like to do in the house all by yourself?
Absolutely fuck all.
There's got to be something. Like,
No. I mean, when you
dancing
just realise
around.
that you have no obligations to anyone else, no one needs to know that you're supposed to be doing something, and you can just go fuck off, and you can just do absolutely fuck all.
All right, sweet. I know your time. You got little ones, so it's probably you got limited windows.
So many.
He doesn't remember the last window.
Let's
So
see
many
here.
assumptions.
Pretty much.
You think you got them all shut, you know.
Pretty much come down to the office, start up a computer game, and have the volume at whatever volume I want. That's kind of nice. And yeah, that's it. Throw on a game.
This is a good point from the chat. How have we gone through this without answering masturbate?
Well, that's
Masturbation's a given.
Why,
though,
why
isn't
do
it?
I have to
mean,
wait for the house to be empty for that?
Because here's the thing, though. You don't do that in an empty house. You do that in a quiet, secluded part of a house.
The real question is you know what sense is most acute when you're masturbating?
Hearing.
Your sense of
Your
sound
hearing.
because you're afraid of the door
sixth
fucking
sense.
opening.
Your sense of hearing.
My sense of style? What?
No, mine is like I could sense
My
fucking changes
charisma?
in air pressure if the
My
door
sense of-
opens.
Vibrations. I feel the vibrations in the floor.
My sense of balance is just so heightened. All those other extra
If my
senses.
hearing was to get back to what it used to be, that would be wonderful. But it probably is never going to get back to what it used to be.
Because you're not masturbating hard enough.
Increase your hearing. Increase your hearing by 30 decibels. Just
Okay.
masturbate more frequently.
So you're
wanna
saying
read
that whilst
paper,
I
Ben.
had sepsis, if I had been masturbating more, I would have not have got hearing problems.
No, this is
I'm
how
not
you
saying
recover.
that it wouldn't have happened. I'm just saying that there's a non-zero probability that it still would have happened. Or it wouldn't have happened.
Okay, who's up next? QG or X? One of you two.
Well, Sweet already took my answer. Listen to anything I want to without having to put headphones on because nobody else appreciates what I want to listen to.
He said it so
I feel that.
perfectly. They don't appreciate. Like the monsters don't even know. I'm giving you classics. This is the best shit you'll ever hear.
Monster Mash.
I actually get to use all my speakers with impunity.
That's
And
nice.
your subwoofer.
Yes, and my subwoofer. Yeah.
I get to use my
Or even
television
just
when no one's around. That's
my
nice.
Apple HomePods. Like any speaker that isn't my headphones.
Now, see, that's everybody laughs at me because I have two 12-inch speakers and 1,300 watt amplifier in my truck. But yeah, I get that time driving back and forth to work every day where I get loud music that I want. And then when I get home, I have to do headphones.
Oh,
So
look
my
at
girl,
your yum.
and then my girl will call me on my way home from work. I'm like, this is kind of my time right now. Like, did you need something really bad? All right, cool. I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay. Uh-oh.
But yeah, I do enjoy when I can to be able to just sing all of the death metal that I want and all of the heavy metal that I want with impunity.
All right. Randolph.
My answer is pretty simple. Sleep.
You don't sleep, I thought.
I was going to say, I don't think Randolph sleeps.
I have kids, so I've
No, I'm sure the kids are not awake at 2 a.m. when you're like on a live stream with Amy.
they're both teenagers, so actually they are.
Oh.
That's why you
go
don't
to sleep around, but you're an hour off. They go to sleep around 0300. So
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty certain you're one of the other people who I see everywhere all the time, 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
If I turn on the internet, Randolph is somewhere on it.
Well, I should turn off the automated systems then.
Randolph is the internet.
He's like the Dr. Manhattan of the internet.
He's the hamster that keeps it running.
I'm tired of this place.
I've been paid to do that a few times. Yep.
I know. I
Parts of
said that.
Parts of it, anyway.
So Neil, the round the horn question is, What's your favorite thing to do when you got the house to yourself?
Nearly breakfast for dinner.
Oh, we do that weekly.
We do that anyway.
Well, they
Eat a
do
pound
anything.
of bacon.
No, not now.
Here.
Yeah, damn DVTs. Now I can't have bacon whenever I want it.
Well, I still have a couple of pieces here and there, but
Pieces
not
or
like
pizzas?
pieces.
Oh. I still have a couple of pizzas when I go
Only 2 pizzas.
Yeah, only 2.
I'm down to 2 pizzas a day.
But it is getting close to 10 o'clock, and I've got to go
to work
bed
tomorrow?
Yeah, I need to eat something tonight.
Pizzas.
You got to answer the question first before we wrap up.
I don't really. I used to when I don't do much anymore, but back in the
Gather
day,
his words.
Used to dress up like superheroes and run around the house. If that
You
means
still
that.
do that on the internet.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Hey,
I don't
Who's
even know
running
what
around
it
saying,
is.
"I'll form the head."
Oh, it's some kind of cereal.
Why are we
No.
watching you eat? This is weird.
Is that Cheerios?
No, it's overnight oats.
Oh, it looks good.
It's Scrumdiddly Up Joe's. You know,
I'm showing a
no,
picture.
the only British cereal I know is Weetabix. So I mean,
I have a video on my channel of me eating Weetabix.
love that shit.
That is genuine.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Shredded wheat, folks. Shredded wheat.
I'm gonna get some Weetabix. I'm gonna order some. I'm gonna put it in a bowl and then put mayonnaise all over it. And then I'm gonna send the video to Katie Montgomery.
Uh-oh.
Mayonnaise is like one of my
That's good
things
for
that
trouble.
kill me.
Yeah.
That's my kryptonite.
Weetabix with mayonnaise is your kryptonite?
No, just mayonnaise in general.
I was about to say,
Not
how did you find that out?
As in it makes you
I have
weak,
to be
or
in
you
the
like
right
you have to
mood
eat
for
it?
them.
Like I had an abusive dad that made me eat that shit, and so it's like if it's around me, I want to punch someone. You know, I fucking hate mayonnaise.
That's understandable, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it either.
I like it.
Someone's like, "Look, guess what? Guess what, X? That had mayonnaise in it, and you didn't even know it." And I shove him down 30 flights of stairs. Yeah, that's a prank too, motherfucker. I hope you enjoyed it.
This
Tuna
is also
fish.
funny.
You need mayonnaise with tuna fish.
Yeah, tuna. Yeah, and put it on burgers.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
And okay, and who here puts it on their fries?
Canadians.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty good.
No.
When I was a little kid, I liked pommes frites. Yeah.
No. Fries are malt vinegar and coarse salt.
What?
But the question I have to ask is, how did the hashtag KTTurf not get run into the ground with mayonnaise jokes? Nobody
no,
here
no
except
idea
me
what
knows what the hell I'm talking about, do they?
Nope.
No.
Oh, I
I
know.
made a mayonnaise joke.
You made a mayonnaise joke on the KTTurf hashtag.
Well, it was under Autumn's comment on the Katie Turf hashtag.
We got Katie Montgomery trending on Twitter yesterday.
Yeah, and apparently
I
I'm
noticed.
canceled now because I like mayonnaise.
Well, we've known that for a while. That
Cancel
guest
your
appearance
brand.
you were going to have on Cool Transatlantic, not happening now.
Because of mayonnaise.
I'm in training to become a call screener for that show and other line shows. Go and check out The Line, as run by somebody else. So yes, if you ever get on there, I'll
It's
just
okay.
I'll just
I've
cut your
got people
microphone off.
lobbying for me, and also if I ever were to be on that show, I would literally just sit there with a jar of mayonnaise and just eat it with a spoon and see what happens.
Here's the thing, though: your co-host for that show is Arden.
I do that with peanut butter. I'll eat it by the spoonful.
No, you can, but you have to get rosettes. Milk chocolate rosettes, and then you stick one on the spoon of peanut butter, then you eat it.
Oh, if I want that flavor, I just go for Reese peanut butter cups.
Why are we watching you eat cereal? This is weird.
And you guys
It's
watch
an
me
after show, after party.
Yeah, we just kind of do
stuff.
things. Yeah.
Anyways, guys.
Things.
Anyways,
Yeah,
guys.
I gotta go eat something soon.
Yeah.
And does it have to be Weetabix? Can't it be like, Shreddies, pillows of wheat?
Okay, we're not dragging this out anymore, Derek. Christ.
Oh, we will once you're gone.
I see now the blood thinners are making you cranky.
Leave Neil alone. He's enjoying his water, and he's wrapping up the show so he can go to bed.
Yes, and as you see the little banner flying by there, you can catch Randolph and I at some point in the future. I'm not saying soon anymore.
12 months.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be doing a little call-in show. Familiar with some of those? You'll probably like this one. It's called True North Talk. You can learn more about it at www.truenorthtalk.ca, which also has a link to the Canadian Atheists as well, so you can go learn more about us over there too. And I'm now I will be again. I'm on hiatus because of the whole DVT thing, and of course before that it was my mom. But I did manage to get a couple episodes out during that. But the new revamped and relaunched Nonprofits. It's a great new show with tons of really cool hosts. So head over to that YouTube channel and give us a sub if you haven't already. And the last Saturday of every month, usually, Andy and Seamus and myself get together for doing Atheist Drinking Out Loud, where we just drink and make fun of shit. It's a lot of fun. It's over on Laughing at Disbelief, which is Andy's channel. And Seamus, you'll probably know from the Free Thought Prophets. Yeah, that's about it. And, of course, my amazing patrons. You guys are awesome and really are the reason why I'm able to keep doing this. And
it's because you caught the blood clot early. That's why you're still able to do this.
Well, sure, there's that too. Yes.
Well, that got morbid, didn't it?
Yeah, well, it's true though.
That's QG.
The swelling is going down a little bit, so we're on the right track.
Good.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it, Neil.
Hopefully, there'll be many, many, many more years of me crashing after parties with food.
Hopefully, different food. You can do like a food of the week.
If you do it on a Sunday, I will bring like a full roast dinner in and just eat
There you
it
go.
on stream.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
We're going to have Neil's giving, and everybody just sits down with a plate of food, and we just eat and not talk to each other about politics or religion.
Yeah.
I remember my show, and my after party, Neil is convinced I have a secret fridge behind me.
Yeah, that's right. Just pulling stuff out of the woodwork.
If you need the crazy uncle to invite, Mikey knows just the person who claimed to be a libertarian last night.
We'll talk about it after this.
After the part, yep. After the
If they claim to be a libertarian, I will school them on what a libertarian actually is, because I actually run a political podcast as a libertarian on libertarian issues. So whoever this idiot is, send this idiot my way.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it in 2 minutes.
After. 2 and 2. Anyway.
All right, Neil.
I
Neil goes to bed.
of what libertarian socialism is. So
No, everyone hush. Neil has to go
stop
to
it.
bed.
Stop it. Neil's going to bed.
Let him sleep.
Good night, Neil.
Good night, Neil. Thanks for being
Good night, Neil.
bye.
I love you, Neil.
All right. Thanks again to my awesome guest for tonight. You can catch him on the interview earlier. If you missed it, there is a link below, and that'll have all his other links as well, like Twitter and Facebook and the YouTube channel, which you really should go sub to because I've checked out a few and very informative stuff. So definitely go over there and do that. I did. Anyway, as I always say at the end of these shows, thanks you guys for hanging out in the chat, and thanks to my friends that decided they wanted to pop in tonight. I will do a thank you tweet after this. So, but like the late great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Hey Neil, get well soon.